Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better jump, jump, jump.
When?
Right now, right now, right now, right now, right now,
right now,
right now, right now, right now. Right now, right now. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. Hoes bring hoes out. And 25 to L bring a snitch out of a nigga. A chopper with a drum bring a bitch out of a nigga. You ain't never heard about me, better ask about a pistol. I was raised in the jungle, got it straight out the mud. Where I'm from, it ain't no crips and bloods, it's just cliques and thugs. Keep a Glock clip full with slugs, and if I ever owe a nigga, better get it in blood. Ain't with that whole shit, and I ain't with that wrestling tongues. I'm cut throw bitch and kill some and go on the run. I know my time ain't gonna be long for all the shit that I done, but till then I'm getting it on with it, except what comes. Right now, right now. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses. Still a catch on.
Oh, there we go. BBN.
Reminiscing about.
How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay. Let's see here. How do I change that? Wonder who that is, man. I've been wondering. Let's do it for the aggressive gang, man. Let's do it for the aggressive gang. What's popping, y'all? Horrible fucking day for the most part, but it's still blessed to be here, right? Right? You know, what am I doing? I ain't got my shit on. What the fuck, yo? What the fuck? How y'all doing, man? Long fucking day, y'all. Long fucking day. You serious? Original stream? Respectfully, I don't think she's even cute. I mean, we could check it out. We got a couple pictures of her. I don't think she's like amazing. Like the way he spoke, she was a damn model. You know what I'm saying? The way she spoke, she was a stunner. All these dudes talk shit and they got the same thing going on, right? Like they say shit about people, but they know they got they're doing the same dumbass shit. It's like, it's the motherfucker, you know, that, oh, you dated a big girl, but all your women was big. And I don't have no problem with a big girl. I mean, I like meat with my potatoes. You know, two skinny people can't. And look at that, y'all. I got motion in our graphics now. They're in trouble. Yep. I'm gonna have the security camera swinging and shit. Got it, y'all. There's nothing we can't do over here, y'all. And Jack, keep that in mind. There's nothing you can't do if you just work at it. Put your mind to it. You have to physically do it. Yeah, it can be done, sir. What's going on? So, I see the weirdo has now tapped out on NetStars. Good Lord. That's a whole fucking thing in itself. Sitting there saying shit about what was happening to him, all the while saying what he was doing to people. It's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you guys, man? What's wrong with you? Do you live in a fucking little shell? That's what it is, ain't it? They live in a fucking shell. I gotta roll up, man. Fuck. Well, I'll wait a minute for that. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you with popping medicated Wookie. BBN. Jack Frost. What's up, party people? What's good? Dog Soldier, my man. What's happening, yo? Maybe I need to clean that. AggressiveDefiance TV, what's going on? How y'all doing? YouTube. He said no sound. Yep. I had no sound going on. I was fucking all up. I was waiting for that one to fucking upload. And it started just fucking up as soon as I got on here. Imagine that. And that starts to all of the things. You know, Kendra, it's one thing to come on here and try to help Jack, right? But to just big him up when you know he's not shit, to lie on people when you know nothing about what's going on, to do those things, they're not very classy as a woman. I really wasn't expecting that of you. But I think you have a story. And I'm not one of these people that Jack's going to say, oh, he's going to reach out and try to blah, 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 and get you to not talk to me. No. If anyone contacts you, Kendra, it is not me. Make sure you run checks on that. But I have to tell you this. There's some money to be made over here, Kendra. I know I got 100 spot for you if you want to come over here and give me an interview. It's $100. Yep. And look at this way. I won't disrespect you. No one in the chat will disrespect you. You will be treated with the utmost care, something way above what Jack could ever have given you, you know, in the care department. Because you cannot possibly think that we believe this shit, right? Okay. I can't believe she was even over there this morning or the other day. What day was that? Because I want to find that. Hold on, let me grab my fucking thing and I'm all good. All right. Okie dokie. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, I've kind of been all shook up today. Some lady come out from fucking some home health fucking thing, man. And my mom don't want him here, dude. Like she knows I can take care of her, and she just had me in fucking a ball of emotions, y'all. A ball of them. Jack teeth used to fall in her mouth. Hold up. I got my producer over here. My producer. How's that look? Does that look pixelated real bad, y'all? I'll probably have to bump that up. But as you can see, I figured it out. I figured out how to do the fucking overlays, that motion and all that shit. So now we can really get to having some fun. You feel me? Now we can really get to having some fun, Jack. It's a sad situation how you think you're going to cover this case. Hey, everyone in New York that has beef with Jack, you know where you can catch him every time. He'll be there. He said the judge literally looked like he was doing the right thing. You know, he didn't have any bias in it. The judge does this for a living, dumbass. And it's not his decision anyway when you go to a jury trial, stupid. You're goddamn stupid, man. You went there and just assessed everyone as if you were the fucking inspector or something. Man, oh man, oh man. Wait till you see what this guy has done about this case already. Yeah. Let's show everyone, y'all. Old Jack just likes to think everyone forgets what he's done. Nah, man. See, that's the problem, bro. That's why you've been able to stay here. Everyone just leaves and don't say nothing, and then you just think people forget. Okay. Well, I don't think people are going to forget this one, bub. History. Here we go. The Taxstone case is fucked. Hold on. I know. I got you, brother. I know, man. I know, Net. Thanks for that, bro. Thank you. Because you know, when I know the truth, dude, I looked for a way to do it. I looked, bro. I looked into trying to figure out how to get animated overlays on it, you know? And every time I come up with the way to do it, it would always cover me. I couldn't see me. You know what I mean? So we got it now, y'all. And Jack, I'm definitely not telling you how to do that, bud. You're going to have to figure that one out on your own. Figure it out on your own. BBN. Let's see. Where was it at? Right here. Sorry, y'all. I should have been prepared, but I didn't walk in the door until literally 6:30. I had to sit down and eat. I'm still fucking hungry. I didn't eat enough. I don't eat enough around here, man. My life's hell. I don't get to eat. I'm starving. I'm broke. I make fun of people on food stamps. No, I don't. In fact, if you can get them, hoping everyone's having a beautiful day. I wonder if he's took those videos down. I sure in the fuck would have. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, he didn't. This fucking idiot didn't. I remember him, he was still in his corner, right? Yeah, you were still in your corner. He said he has the best logo in the game. Bitch. Oh my God. I didn't know that they had a fucking thumbnail with them two together. Oh, that's weird. Oh my God, that's weird. That's fucking weird, y'all. Yeah, Net Stars, I literally was looking for that, bro. It says on the platform it can't be done. I know. I was searching, dude, and then there's ways of doing it that I tried that they showed, and I couldn't do it. It's like, this is bullshit. I just need to bring the frames per second up, bring up a little bit of the coloring and all that shit. We got it. We got it. He says OAD over here ain't nothing, is he? Fucking guys are weak, man. He says that I copied his channel. I don't think so, sir. Nothing I'm doing over here is anything like the chop up, sir. It looks like I'm chopping it up. The chop up. That's what it looks like.
Because somebody else is jealous of them.
Believe what you want, delusion.
They're going to swear up and down they're not jealous, but they're going to be copying everything that you do.
How can you go into
They're
this
gonna be
courtroom
watching
every day and not
everything
get your ass beat?
They're going to be so concerned with your life.
I think it's getting
They're
ready
gonna
to
swear
change.
they
He's
know
going to be
you
on that
better than
free
anyone
Taxstone
else.
shit. Watch. I'm already peeping.
That's just the jealousy talking. That's just the them wishing they were you talking. You understand? That's
I'm
all.
already peeping him.
When they're just wishing that they were you. That's all that is.
There's nothing I do
Taxstone
like
was jealous of Troy Ave and Troy Ave's movement. Taxstone was jealous that Troy Ave didn't have to sign to a major and he was making things happen. Taxstone was just jealous. Now, for all of the people that love Tax, there's a lot of people that love Tax.
Yeah, and they're going to be there.
You guys are at fault also. You
You
want to know why?
got some balls, son.
Every last one of y'all that didn't pull up on him and be like, man, leave that
Let's
man
see how much
alone.
balls you got. Let's see how good you cover this case.
You
from
win
the
it. Why
courtroom.
you thinking of him for? Every last
I bet
one of
he
y'all
comes
that
up with
didn't
an
have that
excuse.
energy, y'all the reason why Tax is in jail. Your friends is supposed to keep you not grounded, but in reality,
Ain't that stars? You know what I'm thinking?
your friends is supposed to
them.
only allow for you to think
I'm not even
crazy
gonna
shit
show
when
them.
it means elevation.
I'm not even gonna show them, bro.
When you thinking of something that's absolutely insane and don't make sense, you're only allowed to think of those things when it deals with elevation. You're not allowed to think of those things when it deals with
I wouldn't even
destruction.
show my fucking face in that
Remember,
courtroom, bro. After
You're
saying what
shooting for the
fuck you said.
stars,
I'm gonna keep playing it too, bud. Over and over every day you go.
right?
Well, I wish I lived in New York.
So we
Put
are
me
supposed to
over
be
there, sir.
absolutely insanely confident in ourselves. We are
You didn't
supposed
like
to
those,
think
bro.
that things are possible that
Nope.
aren't possible at that moment. That's how you make them
It's
possible.
crazy. This dude is nuts.
When your friends are trying
He
to
offered
tell
those
you
for my
don't think like
Cuban.
that, get rid of them.
That's what he
But
offered me
also
for
at the
my
same
Cuban.
time, when your friends are encouraging jealousy, when your friends are
Yeah, that's
encouraging
why I don't even like posting
envy,
shit for
when your
sale on
friends
Facebook,
are
dude.
encouraging
You get
hate,
so many stupid low balls.
those are not your friends.
I'm gonna reach out to Kendra and get her
The
to not
Taxstone
like me.
situation
No, I'm
taught
not.
me one
She
major,
just wants a
really
man, not a
important thing.
mouse.
And that's these
I
niggas
bet
on the
his head's
internet
going
who kill
crazy
themselves
right
and
now,
will kill
wondering.
you for fame.
I bet he's like, what did they talk about? What were they doing?
They will kill themselves
What were they
and
talking
they will
about?
kill you. Don't not believe that that's the truth.
Like, I mean, I could do this right here.
These internet niggas will kill you and kill themselves for fame.
Facts.
These niggas don't, all they do is, you gotta understand, just real quick, Taxstone would have podcast after podcast where all he does is talk about Troy Ave.
I do it too, buddy.
He might
That's
have
why you
wanted to
don't
fuck
like
that nigga.
Oh boy.
I'm just being honest with you. He might have wanted to fuck Troy Ave. Why else would he be talking about Troy Ave every day? Why else would he be thinking about Troy Ave every day?
Oh boy.
We all know how men's minds work.
Yeah, you think about men that way, you're weird.
No man is thinking about another man every day, all day, if they don't want
I'm
to
thinking
fuck
about
him.
Kendra. For show. You know, she's
We
a hottie, bro.
all know how people minds work.
She's
Right?
a cutie, man.
And I think,
Boy,
remember,
Mary
Tax was in
unless
jail
she was a
for a
good
while.
woman, but she left your ass.
I think Tax went to fuck Troy Ave, man. I don't think it was only jealousy. I think he also wanted to fuck him. Don't get that confused.
Let me just 2 minutes. I'm just fucking around, y'all. I ain't even never
That
talked
nigga
to that
wanted to
woman,
fuck
dude.
Troy Ave, man. I'm telling you. I promise you.
But we got reach,
I
Jack.
promise you. he
We
wanted
got
to sleep with
reach.
Troy Ave. You can't tell me no different. Because no man
pretty sad I
thinks
got
about
more reach
another
than
man
you
that
do over
much.
there.
No man gets on the internet every day talking about another man that they don't want to have sex with.
Well, Willie
You
did
gotta
it for 2
understand,
years,
these niggas be hiding that shit.
and then went and deleted them all and
They
privatized
be
them like I
hiding that
couldn't go back
shit.
and get them.
I promise you.
These dudes are weird.
Baby,
Come
there's
up with
so
every
many.
excuse to go at you.
That's why niggas
Boy,
like
when you
me
get
that
on
just
them,
don't got
it's
a
over.
girlfriend. That's why niggas be thinking niggas be gay. Because these niggas really be gay. But I promise you,
net stores.
them niggas
doing
that's
a
gay on the
step out,
low,
man.
they got a
Doing it.
woman. They are fucking
Until
some
next week.
chick. I promise you. Them on the low niggas
wash,
keep
recycle,
a woman.
repeat. Sorry, y'all.
That's a fact. That's why y'all don't know who's on the low and who ain't.
Shit.
These on the low dudes keep a woman. Why you keep thinking you be seeing these women pregnant by some dude?
Yeah.
You're like, but that guy's gay. And then you can't tell her he's gay.
He's gonna have excuse after excuse
You
after
can't tell
excuse.
her.
10
Why?
minutes, Frost's gonna open up the saloon.
Because he's
Our
on the
saloon's always
L,
open.
he on the DL.
We got club,
And the only way he can keep his cover
the
is by
lights are
keeping a
going off
woman.
on and shit over here, and we're dancing.
If you
got
see a
strippers
nigga,
going
if
around
that
the
nigga
poles.
single,
Watch what I can do,
he
man.
just single.
Just pay attention. That's all you gotta do.
Most of these niggas that's on the DL, they got a woman. Some of them got a whole
Remember,
marriage.
I told y'all I don't talk about it. I
All
just
these
do it.
niggas, I'm telling you.
Sometimes I tell you before I do it, but I still do it.
FBI seizes $100K dollars or some shit. I'm telling you.
I would
The
rather look
only
like a
niggas
fool for
that
not being
talk about
able
another
to do
nigga
something
all day long
than to look like a fool
is a
for saying I'm
nigga
gonna do it.
that
and
wanna
just never
fuck
do
that
it.
nigga. And we all know that's true.
Like that's not fucking fun.
We all know that's true.
I drop everything, bro. Oh, fuck, is that
That's a
thing really
fact.
can't even lose that big ass thing.
Let's look at this post. Let's look at this post.
I drop a 500-foot lighter and I can't.
24
That's
people
fucking
voted.
nuts.
Said, do you trust big
Need the
stars?
battery though.
Pardon me. 24 people voted. 42% said yes.
Son of a
50%
bitch.
said no. 8% said 50-50. So I guess that 12 said no. 42. 12 said no. I
Ain't
guess
that some
10
shit?
said
That's my life, y'all.
with 10
That's my life in a nutshell.
8.
Dude, it's that fucking long.
No, it's not 8. That would be higher than 8%. Anyway, 12 so far. Pardon me. 12 so far said no. I wouldn't trust them. Just so we can be clear. In any regard, yo.
Club Defiance is now open. We have this is the renovated. What it do, people? What what's up? Tighten up.
A lot of these gay
Still
niggas
working, brother. I'm still working, man.
are violent towards the niggas they like. Tell me where the lie at. A lot of these gay niggas, when you tell them that you don't want to fuck with them because you're straight, they become violent with you. Tell me where I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them security. See this thing, them
These niggas
security
just
cameras
be-
like this.
First of all, let's say the nigga
That's what
ain't
those
gay.
were. But I couldn't.
You don't think the nigga
get- I
turned
couldn't
gay
figure
after
out how to
talking
get the
about you for?
motherfuckers moving
I don't know
around.
how
on
long
this thing.
Taxstone was talking about.
We got it
yeah,
now,
not
ladies and
this
gentlemen.
idea. But you don't think a nigga turning gay?
There's Jack
A
Frost.
nigga who, if he's focusing on fucking Troy Ave all the time, you don't think he's gonna start turning gay? Let's say he 100% straight.
You cannot.
Now he's spending 3-4 months of his life every single day
Cannot
talking
go
about and thinking
to that
about Troy
trial
Ave.
like you're gonna be unbiased or some shit. No way possible, bro. Nope.
Women, you know how that works. Women, you know how that works. Right? Tell me where the lie at.
Gosh.
Women, you know how that works.
And those
Women,
women,
you
y'all.
know how that
Let me
works.
smoke, cause he's a weirdo.
When y'all women be knowing the nigga you would be gay too. Y'all just be like, y'all see the nigga obsessed
He's
with
gay,
a whole
but you're
nother
with him
dude.
anyway.
Because that's what that is. Obsession.
Shut up.
Y'all see the guy obsessed with a whole nother dude. You see it. Niggas obsessed. Every day, Troy Ave talking at Taxstone talking about Troy Ave.
Logo.
That nigga lost his life, quite possibly, because Taxstone might have wanted to fuck Troy Ave and Troy Ave ain't with it. A nigga had to lose his life.
I'll tell you what, net stars.
I think the nigga
Motherfuckers better
gay.
jump on and get what they need.
I'm just being honest with you.
Before I get popping and then prices go up.
I might be wrong.
That's what I was thinking.
But at one point or another, he definitely wanted to have sex with Troy Ave. There's no way you talk about anybody that much and you don't think about having sex with them.
Speak up, Jack.
You don't
Crossform.
start wanting to have sex with them.
Speak.
I think about
On
chicks
how it
all
is,
day.
Jack.
Absolutely all day. You know what chicks I think about? I think about chicks that so far I don't know if anybody's out of my league.
Rihanna.
But I talk about chicks. I think about chicks that the average person would think is so far out of my league. I shouldn't even be thinking about them.
You shouldn't be, dude.
I was in here today thinking about Beyonce.
I remember this string. He's a
Ariana.
weirdo. Yeah, he's a straight up.
I'm just giving it a stat. You know what I was doing? You know what Taxstone would have been doing? Thinking about Troy Ave all day.
Get the fuck out of here. You know it's fucked up.
These
StreamYard
niggas
fucking.
gay.
I literally have gotten to the max what I can put on here.
I promise you, these niggas
That's horrible.
gay. I promise you. Name me one man that you knew growing up that talked about another man all day.
How can you cover this case unbiased, bro? How can you?
There's
how can
no
you cover
real
this
man
case
that
unbiased?
you growing up in your family or outside of your family.
You gonna walk around the courtroom,
whether
fucking.
you like them or not, that talked about another nigga all day.
What are you really doing?
Tell me where the lie at.
Everybody be looking at him like,
force.
yeah, you that dude on the internet that be always
Tell me
fucking
where the
lying,
lie.
right?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God.
These niggas
Stop
be gay.
fucking lying.
I promise you they be gay, man. This is no cap.
Yeah, you're gay, bro. I wonder if this would work too.
If you understand
Bye-bye, Club Defiance overlay.
you understand that. Let's
The
say
next
a
one will
person
be
is
better, y'all.
100% not interested in you, whether you're a man or a woman. They're 100% not interested in you. When that obsession takes over, it turns into something else.
Why does he always got to get weird? Like always. No choice about it. We got to get
Your
weird,
brain start
guys.
changing.
Fuck
Because you know,
him,
the thing that we think about all the time changes our brain. That's why I'm always begging y'all to don't think about doing.
You about to say
negative
donate,
things.
didn't you?
Think about doing
I'm always
positive
begging
things.
y'all
Think
to
about
don't.
putting positivity into the world. That's why I'm always begging y'all. Think about putting positivity into the world.
That ain't the one.
So we could change out the way that our brain works in a manner that's going to be conducive with us being able to put out good shit into the universe. And the only way we could do that is if we attain to be mentally healthy. And mentally healthy people, they don't go around thinking negativity
so hard
about
when
others.
I'm working on.
Mentally healthy people, they do the other shit. Mentally healthy people isn't obsessing over anyone.
Oh, it's very
What
obsessive.
happens is these dudes is obsessing.
Well, if that's what you want to call
Let's go
it,
over what
I'll take
actually
it.
happened.
I'm better than
Listen,
I'd rather be
man.
called obsessive, right? Than what people call you.
Taxstone has
And what people call you.
Tax season. Dope ass fucking name for a fucking podcast, by the way. I believe his podcast was him and Shorty. Was it him? And I'm not 100% sure. I don't always remember. But I think it was him and that Crip chick. Star Blue or whatever her name is. Star Blue or whatever her name is, right? So on the podcast, every show, he would take an opportunity to throw shots at Troy Ave. Now, the reason why he was throwing shots at Troy Ave, because to him, he knew Troy Ave better than anyone else, and Troy Ave was tricking everyone.
Oh, was he now?
Why in the fuck would a man want to know another man better than anybody else?
Now, how can you say that you're
All
not
you gotta
going to
do
go
is
in
listen
this
to
with
these
any
niggas.
bias? How?
That's it.
I
All you
got to
gotta do is
know.
listen. They'll tell you who they are.
Sounds like bias to me.
Why the fuck?
Because of us.
Would another man
He's gonna go in
see
this
it as
shit
a badge
biased
of
because of
honor
us.
to know a dude better than anyone else?
Promise your daughter you will call her for your baby. Ooh, yeah. For real.
Explain that to me. Explain it to me.
Hey, Frost, you said you had the best
How is that a badge of
logo?
honor? You a whole dude. Why do you even trying to pay attention to another man so much
sir.
that you would even think you know him better than?
No, sir. Not happening.
Troy Ave faked this. Troy Ave faked that. Troy Ave never sold on the block. Why are you concerned what he sold on the block?
Is
And
it
also,
even a
thank you for
competition
letting
at
the
this point?
police know that they don't have to arrest Troy Ave.
Right. Is
But
it
why
even
would
a
that be
competition
reason
at this point?
why you would go at Troy Ave? So just so we could be clear,
And this is
Tekashi
just me
wasn't
trying
getting
to
busy
play
like
with
that
you.
on the block. Did he go at? Why didn't he just
Imagine if I
start
fucking
talking
put some
about
goddamn
Tekashi and just stop talking about Troy
thought
Ave?
and
Tekashi was
care
more
into
fake
it.
than him, right?
Lord,
And I'm not even
Almighty.
saying Troy Ave is fake,
Frost,
but I mean Tekashi
you
was
suck.
real fake.
You suck.
Why wasn't he talking about Tekashi? Did he get locked up by that time or no? No, he wasn't. He was a free fucking man.
We
So
all
why
seen
would
that one in the
Tekashi
beginning.
hit the street? Why didn't he stop talking about Troy Ave and start talking about Tekashi if all of
Frost,
this
you
was about a
suck.
nigga being fake?
I'd show you tight nuts, but I'm not allowed to do that right now. We're aggressive as fuck
All you gotta
over
do
here.
is listen.
I like that little moniker. On white.
I'm telling you,
Frost,
I think
you gotta get your
Taxstone wanted
shit
to fuck
together.
Troy Ave. If I ever talk to Troy Ave about
Those
this,
are just
this is a
fonts.
conversation I'm gonna have with him. Did you ever get the feeling that Taxstone wanted to have sex with you? What was some of the ways in
What,
which he,
Frost?
proposing
have-
himself
what?
to you? Did it, some of it seem feminine? Were you concerned that he wanted to know you so
Sir,
well, being as you're a man
attention.
and he's a man?
Is it even a competition anymore?
Like, nobody else think that this is creepy?
Yeah, you got sunned on that one too.
Nobody thinks this is creepy. That a grown-ass man is
You got
busy
sunned on
in,
that one too.
I don't know what you want to call it, a race to know another grown-ass man better
This is
than
the one I'm
anybody
choosing
else.
to keep forever.
Nobody thinks this is creepy.
Fire. What's up, Cuddy?
I think that shit is creepy as shit, by the way. I think that's one
He
of the
wants a
creepiest
newborn?
things.
Dude,
What the
how
hell
can you
are
want
talking
another?
about, homie?
This is how we know he's still in a childhood mind. You cannot
What are you
want
talking about?
another child.
That shit creepy.
You
as
haven't
hell.
even took care of the
So
one
you
you
trying to
had.
tell me you
That's
are
how we
obsessing
know
over
you're
this man so
immature.
much that you need to know everything he's doing? Are you busy
Dog
watching his
Soldier, I
bulge?
cut this one out.
You probably
I
watching
did
his
get rid
bulge
of that
too,
fucking
right?
background though.
But you disguise it by saying
You kinda
something about his
fucked it
pants
up.
or something, right? Yo, man, he got the same pants he had on. No, you watching his bulge.
Kind of
Let's say
fucked
what it
it up,
is.
man. It took the flames and shit away
Let's say
from
what
it.
it is. I promise you, if you came around me and your pants was a little dirty, I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know. Because I'm not looking at your bulge. I wouldn't know if your pants was dirty.
Notoriety for this case.
These niggas is telling you who they are.
That's probably what he's going for, bro.
100% telling you
I mean,
who they are.
honestly, right? Why wouldn't he? Hell, I would. Fuck it at this point. What do you do for a channel
check this out.
that's this low? Honestly. I mean, is
Taxstone
there
went from
coming back?
cyber stalking
No.
him
Not as long as we're around.
to now wanting to pull up to events Troy Ave was
Because even if we start talking about other shit, as soon as he started to get popping again, we could just lay it back down on him because we own the algorithm.
I think Taxstone went the fuck this
Boy Who Cried Wolf also owns his algorithm. Literally.
and nobody could tell me different.
It's exactly how it goes. Boy Who Cried
Maybe
Wolf
he didn't.
owns the algorithm.
But his actions look to me like he wanted to fuck this nigga.
I mean, I'm
going to tell you something.
One could own.
A
I
lot
don't
of the
want
reasons-
Jack Frost hurt.
A lot of
But I
bullies
do
is
want
gay.
him to
Y'all know this,
understand
right?
what he's doing.
Y'all do know a lot of bullies is gay. A lot of bullies bully a nigga because they want to have, they like.
I don't
the
want
nigga.
him hurt or nothing, you know.
This goes all the way
Wouldn't mind
back
watching
to
it.
elementary
Don't get me
school,
wrong.
my nigga.
Wouldn't mind watching it.
I guess I'm fortunate. I was like a
I
little
would like
dirty
for
nigga.
him to
'Cause, you
understand
know, I ain't
finally
had
what
shit.
he's doing.
So I guess I was fortunate.
called up
I ain't
to
have
him,
no
he better
kids wanting
stop.
to actually bully me because I'm
He knows
running
what he's
around a
doing.
little dirty nigga. Wasn't nobody thinking about
It's gonna
bullying me.
finally catch up to him.
And I
Catch
had
them hands
my
real,
own
real
shit going
good.
on, so I was popping off for no reason, like any old thing.
I
That's why I'm
found out
older
at like
now. I'm happy that I
15
don't.
or at 14.
You
I
understand?
knew there were people
I'm
bigger
very
than
happy.
me.
I'm very happy that I don't. Right?
When
Right?
you
So
go into
listen,
the
pay attention.
military, you get a real good attitude
When I was in
adjustment.
school, right? The bully niggas.
He wouldn't say that's it.
As I got older, and I got
Taxstone's
to high school,
fan
junior
space,
high school,
let alone him,
I
right?
started noticing them niggas that was
And
bullies.
this is the Mr.
in
We're
elementary
going to cover
school,
this
them niggas was
straight
real
down the
sweet.
line. You can't possibly. You've already incorporated him with us.
It was
Stupid
a little sweet.
dumbass motherfucker.
Some of them look like super tough kids. Don't get it confused.
He's a dumb.
They was a little sweet. Trying to tell you, man. Don't let that shit fool you. These niggas be gay, homie.
This
All right,
guy's
so
not
hold
even
on.
smart enough to
So
take
then
this shit down
Taxstone
so nobody
pulls
can
up
get else whatever
Troy
else they
Ave
want out of it. He's
at the event
stupid.
that they're at.
Fucking dumb.
Listen and pay
Don't
attention.
care.
They were in the room. There's a ton of
Motherfucker,
other people in the
he
room.
tries.
With them. It's the green room.
Never mind. Never mind.
It's where everybody
I'm not
go to
telling
hang
you no
out.
more.
You know what I'm saying? Because you show up at the place, but you can't go party outside with the fans. So y'all got y'all little party in the back.
I'm literally not telling him anymore because he's
So y'all
paying
got y'all little
attention.
party
He's
in the
listening.
back. Taxstone stands near the door.
We've humbled him so much
that everybody
what
has to
he
walk
once
in and out
was.
of. There's one
Yeah.
door.
He's starting to straighten his little act.
He's yelling and screaming, popping shit.
Me and Zeke were talking,
trying to escalate
and we
the
basically
situation.
control him. We
What do your
basically
girl
control
do
this guy.
when you in public?
He does
And
whatever
she
we
mad.
want him to do. He just don't understand how we're doing it.
Or should I say, what do
different.
toxic women do when they're in public and you somewhere with them and they feeling away? What do? They create a scene, right?
That easy, yo.
Unnecessary yelling, unnecessary screaming.
Ain't nothing hard about this shit, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man, these niggas be gay, homie. Y'all better believe it.
They better
These niggas
believe
be
it.
gay. You can't think about a nigga all day, every day.
Damn, he went ham, didn't he?
You changing the structure of your brain. You changing the way your
He
brain
went a
works.
little overboard with this shit.
If you don't believe me, just go speak to a psychiatrist. You can probably go speak to an actual medical doctor. Not even a psychiatrist. Not even
Wow. Dude, you've been talking about Taxstone sucking dick and being gay for like 40 minutes, bro.
a brain doctor. You
Crazy, dude.
You could literally probably go speak to an actual medical doctor, and they'll explain.
Oh, boy, the shit
Well,
that
yeah,
a
you're thinking
weirdo
about
will
that
do.
person all day. So that means
I was
that
on there earlier to
now
try to
those
find out if
thoughts
you can
is shooting
find out if
serotonin to
someone's
your
been in
brain.
the mental hospital. Only people that
You
you can
understand what I'm
find out
saying?
is if they're
Is
people
it
that
serotonin?
let it out.
Those thoughts are causing for you
So
to
his
get
dad was probably the man over there.
how do you say, happy.
Well, even
You
this
understand?
called a case too. I don't
You're
know. I
thinking
don't know if
about
you
this
want
person
to
all the
tomorrow,
time. You're talking about this person all the time. And while you're doing this, you are falling in
I
love.
just want to pay for it. What's up, dog soldier Kevin Jones?
Tell me
Like,
where
I
I'm
don't know
wrong.
why he would even show up to the fuck.
And I'm talking mostly to the ladies, because the ladies will understand this better than the average
dude,
man.
he thinks it's gonna change his life or something. Half the world's an
So what I'm trying to tell you, this nigga fell in
This
love with
motherfucker
Troy
should have done
Ave.
been tried, dude. Hell, he's done with the other case. He's done.
So he
Got
pulled
time
up,
served,
and
dummy.
who got hit? Troy Ave
He gets
got
a
hit
good
in both
ass
his
plea with
legs,
this. He might
and
get time
R.I.P.
served on
Banger
this
Banger
too.
got hit.
Free Taxstone, man.
This nigga
Troy Ave's out
literally
here
went
talking
to a
cash
place
shit right
and
now.
shot the place up because he wanted to have
Free
sex with
Taxstone.
Troy Ave. Niggas like this is dangerous. Any nigga that stalk a
see him
nigga
changing his
that ain't
tune.
even thinking about them
He's gonna start
is
saying free
dangerous.
Taxstone. Watch.
And most of them niggas is gay. We live in this weird culture now, yo. And I'm not going at gay people, by the way.
You went live, so I'd stop doing this.
I'm going at
That's
niggas.
all right. We're gonna go watch him if you want to. If y'all want to, I'll come back to that. But let's just go make sure he knows we're watching his ass. You better not
Three
fuck
reasons
up,
why
sir.
Anytime Mailbox was the best investment for my side
Don't
hustle.
fuck
Buy
up,
by using
boss.
my home address as a mailing address or work.
What he gives you. But if I have the opportunity
I got a
to
toolbox
speak
here, but I
to
got everything
any
standing on
side,
it.
both sides. I would love to do that.
good this
Now,
toolbox
also, R.I.P. Benga.
He's literally
Everybody
talking about
that
this
don't
case
know,
like he didn't just say everything
the
I showed.
trial is currently about.
Oh wow!
Benga had lost his life that night, and Taxstone is on trial for that. I have quite a few things to say. Today they were doing. They were looking for jury selection. That's what they was doing today. Jury selection. They're estimating that the trial is going to start next week. I'm going to be there when the trial starts, just so we can be clear. But they're estimating that the trial should start next week. Now, they went through a couple of jury pools as it is. They're trying to, obviously, both sides are saying, we don't want these guys, we don't want those guys, or whatever the case. We're going to discuss that today. Also, I'm going to talk, I want to talk about these UFOs that everybody is saying that they're seeing. And what I find curious about the whole entire situation, I want to also discuss that. Do not get this confused.
I need more than fucking.
But before we get to any of those
scissors,
things right
I need
there,
to cut
before
it.
we talk about any of that
top.
I just want to say I appreciate everybody that is a part of this platform.
Yeah, that's what you better be
everybody
doing.
that hung out with us while we was going through the period of time that we were going through, where we weren't able to get into the courthouses. Now, since this whole pandemic,
you're gonna get your ass beat now.
Is, the whole mask thing, all that is out of the way. You don't have to have the jab, all this other type of stuff. We're able to get back into the courtrooms. I'm going to definitely be trying to cover as many cases as possible.
Oh, because
we're trying to cover everything.
He's seeing people.
We're gonna have our main
it's not
case,
hip hop. No
and
one's
that's the
gonna
case
care.
that we're obviously going to be going to
Simple as
on
that.
a regular, and I'm going to be giving
You're gonna have like
updates
a few cases.
and we're also
going to
have other cases that we're going to keep on the periphery, so we can make sure that we try to get to those. Also,
let him believe it. I
be
don't
able to
give
get
a fuck.
updates
It's
on
gonna be
those,
funny to
so
watch.
I could be able to
He's got
we can have
64,000 subs and
but we back outside,
awesome.
just so we can be clear, and it feels good. I just want to say
What
that
stopped you?
I walk into the courtroom today, and I'm going to say this much.
Oh God,
right? And this is probably has to do a lot with the way that we covered the Tekashi trial. You can see that the people who are actually covering the case, they know a good court reporter when they see one.
Well, you just shot that if they're on here. You're an idiot.
Now, I'm not trying to shoot at anybody else that does this. I'm not trying to go at anybody on YouTube that does this. Like I said before, I'm not here for the arguing and the bickering back and forth. I understand that that's what you guys do, but that's not what I do. Remember, the devil is the author of confusion. I'm not here for that. So all of you individuals that want to go argue back and forth and y'all want to have all type of
different arguing.
I said that. My opinions.
Why do they use words that we're
I'm
not
here
doing?
To argue with you over those
Weirdo does the same shit.
I want to discuss facts.
With you. I'm exposing
and I want to discuss what we think about
the cash shit about Taxstone. Didn't know nothing.
Discuss. I don't want to at all.
That's who you are.
What we think about hypotheses.
I'm back.
Or whatever. I'm thinking this thing. There's no proof that leads to any of this stuff, but I know
proof.
I don't want to discuss any of those. I get it.
No proof.
That many people, that's the only area that they could discuss topics on, because they can't understand or break down the actual facts.
No, I'll be honest with you, Jack. It's because most of my community want me to discuss.
I'm also going to be telling you about some of the things that I saw in the courtroom today. It was actually pretty interesting. I didn't have a book with me. I didn't think that it was necessary for me to bring anything to write down, and it was stupid.
The other one was a Fed trial case. Two different
like I said, it's just jury selection. So stupid, if I would have had a book with me, there were things that I would have written down just so we could be clear. But it was not necessarily necessary. It was just jury selection. All right. With that being said,
you're in there for jury selection.
I actually want to lead off with something Charleston White.
You're a fucking liar.
Charleston
you are not in that courtroom for jury selection, sir.
So I'm in.
Nope.
Hassan Campbell.
You ain't letting.
He's having a conversation with Tasha K.
Are you guys going to look at the guy or what?
A part of the conversation
BBN.
on the Instagram, and basically it's Charleston White.
I picked jury before, homie.
Doing some weird dance in front of the
jury. Well, we were going to that day.
This is not even me coming at Charleston White, just so we can be clear. This is just me saying this because
they were going to bluff me
I know what Charleston White does, and he basically
I didn't sign a plea bargain for 15.
What he does is
so we're going to go to trial. Fuck it.
The devil's the
In
author.
the
of
day
confusion.
we pick jury, they
So
just
whenever
dismiss
you
the
see
case.
somebody talking
So
out
if
of
I'd have
both sides
signed
of
that,
their
they'd have let me
mouths,
just go away for
that's
15
Satan.
years. These people don't care
100%
about
of the
us
time.
at all.
Copy? 100%
I
of the
first
time.
didn't care if I was guilty
Charleston
or
White
not.
talks out of both sides of his mouth.
They
all
wanted
the
at
time.
15. I was like,
So
well,
it's like when a person says,
it was a damn near a life
a
sentence for
person
me
shows
anyway.
up on any page and they're just being negative. And then somebody says, yo, what are you talking about? You crazy. And then they say, I've been a supporter for longer than you.
That ain't
They're
nothing
not a
how it
supporter.
goes.
You understand?
That ain't how it goes.
How
That's
can
not
you
how
be
it
a
goes,
supporter
Jack.
of something that you're trying to drag down? Don't let this internet shit fool you.
I
We
just
got
was
people
saying this
thinking
shit.
that
He's
they're a
so
supporter of a
fucking
platform
piece of shit,
that they're trying to speak negatively about, that they're trying to degrade, that they're trying to debase, that they're trying to drag down.
buddy.
You're
I'm
not a
not the only
supporter.
platform that thinks this,
You
dude.
understand?
The 050
I
literally knew who
understand that
you were,
we live
bro.
in this weird
I
world
didn't have to
now
say a thing.
where people could just say stuff and you have to
Dude,
agree with them.
everyone knows
And
you're
if you
a
don't
dirtball.
agree with them, there's
Everybody,
something wrong with you.
dude.
There's a dude in Canada. He just went to he got arrested
So
because he went to school and said there's only two genders.
I don't give a
He
fuck
got
what he
arrested.
did. Stupid. The fuck's that got to do
Satan
with
is
me?
the author of confusion.
See there what he did?
So whenever you are confused about a situation, it's not for you. Whenever somebody is
That's
coming
why I
to
don't
you
try to
and
confuse
they're
people,
acting
y'all.
or
Just give the truth.
saying that they're your friend, but they're doing everything that is the opposite of that, that's
Projecting.
confusion.
You're projecting.
Okay? Satan is the
Project,
author
Jack.
of confusion. So please, when you see somebody trying to say, oh man, I love that person, but all they're doing is speaking negatively about them,
I don't say I love you.
Satan is the author of confusion.
You got it
Whenever
wrong.
you hear somebody say, I'm trying to help
You heard Zeke
but all
fucking
they have
snap
is
on you.
criticism. Satan is the author of confusion. Just never let that move releases from your brain.
You tried to hurt
Always
Kendra that
understand
night,
that.
dude. You tried to lie out
When
of
you
it.
hear somebody say,
We busted
that
it.
that person's a bum.
You
Satan is the author of confusion.
Why can't that person saying is a bum be true?
Understand this.
See there, he don't do that.
All Satan wants to do is make us not know which way to go.
His smarts are
All
like
Satan
that
wants to
fucking
do
long.
is muddy the waters and make it murky. You understand?
He's
Satan's the
not
author
very
of
bright,
confusion.
y'all.
Stay away from that Charleston White guy. One minute
he's Charleston
doing
White,
stuff
bud.
that you would say he's trying to say to kids.
You were
And in
just
the very
fucking
next
over there
moment,
using him to fucking.
he's calling
You were
people
just bigging him up.
broke. He was just talking about how
It probably
FBG
comes
Duck
off
Moms
as soon as
is
he's off
broke.
stream.
He's
You can almost
talking
bet on
about people before they can even wake up in the morning on his YouTube and
Grab some
on his
juice,
Instagram or whatever, and just bad mouthing people for the littlest, smallest, tiniest reasons in the world, just to get them to respond back to him. God would never do that. God would never speak negatively about you for the purpose, the explicit
That's why
purpose
we
of
don't
trying to
do
get you
things
into a
with
conversation
God.
with him.
We don't.
Why would
we're
he
not
do that?
God,
When he could
bro.
just come to you and say, excuse me, son, can we have a conversation?
God.
Why would God do that? So Satan is the author of confusion. Understand this.
He said,
Everything.
"Excuse me, son, can we have a conversation?" Yeah, can we have a conversation? Don't look like you're having one over there with anybody.
That Charleston White
No
dude
one
is
cares
doing
about you doing
is
cases.
backwards. He's doing one thing and he's doing another, and then he's pretending to be another. So just believe people, okay?
I swear to God.
Perfect example.
I will
That
quit.
DeMar, I forgot his name.
Jack,
DeMar Hamlin.
Still have to come on here.
DeMar Hamlin.
You
goes
still have to
and he
come
has
on
a
here,
jacket,
bud. YouTube hasn't
and on the back
shown
of
me
his
anything
jacket,
spectacular
first of all, we're
enough
not
to
supposed to have
say
no
that I'm
pictures of
never
Christ at
coming
all,
off
just
here.
so we can be clear.
You,
but on his
you
jacket,
don't
they got a
understand it,
picture
do you,
of
bro?
a picture
I
of
think so.
a man that they're trying to say is Christ. We all know that it isn't, because if you read the Bible, you know that Christ doesn't look like that. But they have a picture of Christ like this in his whole biblical on the crucifix, and they have his face with all types of different.
Yes, he did, Kevin. If I missed
just
anybody that came in, man, I
bad.
apologize.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Just trying to make fun of Christ. This man's life just was saved. Who saved his life?
What?
Was it Christ or was it Satan?
Christ didn't do anything. Christ is dead, bro.
Satan is the author of
He
confusion.
died. Damn,
Never let that leave your brain
too,
when
y'all.
you hear people talk about other people.
We are 9 away from 1,200.
Copy? Because a mofo would say, yo, I think that person is
Not bad,
talented
y'all,
and
just for being
gifted. And
exposed
then they'll
to Jack
spend the
Frost.
next 10 minutes
not bad at
telling
all,
you
is it?
about all of the reasons why that person need to go the way
That
of the
shows how many
dinosaurs.
people hate him.
They spend the next 10 minutes telling you about all of the reasons why that person needs to stop doing whatever they're doing. Why? Because Satan is the author of confusion.
You just
Now let's get
spent.
to the show.
You just spent yourself the last what?
Now I want to say this.
Hold on.
And I want to
You won't
start off
say.
with the Troy Ave Taxstone thing, right? We're going to get to Kanye later,
You just spent
I'm
the
gonna start
last
off with
12
Troy
minutes
Ave
saying
Tax.
this of your life.
right? And I want to
Literally.
be clear about something, and I don't want there to be no misunderstanding.
Watch all these lies come out now.
Both
has
attorneys
to.
in this case, from what I saw right now, seem extremely competent.
The lawyers ain't doing anything in this case.
Both
you dumb
attorneys,
motherfucker.
lead
They're picking
attorneys,
jury, and you
in
weren't
this
in there.
case,
Shut
I'm
up.
assuming that those were the
You were
lead
not
attorneys
in
that I
there,
saw
dude.
today.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Seem competent.
Most of that.
This
most
is
of
not
the
a
people from
situation
the
where
media wasn't even in there.
I'm very
And they
sorry
have
to
media
say,
passes.
in the previous case
You
that we
think
was
this
doing,
dude's got to
they had a
go
couple
in
of
just like
lawyers
a
in there
person does.
that looked like they was
You know that, right?
bat above they
You
average.
got to go in
You
as
understand
if
what I'm
you
saying?
know Taxstone.
Looked like they was in the wrong
You
league.
can't go in as
You
media.
understand what I'm saying?
He's got
One of
you
the
all
most
fooled,
important
boy.
things that your attorney could do for
You
you
guys
is
are
tell you when to
fooled
know when
over
to
there,
fold.
bro.
We cannot win this.
You're right, Jay Hodges. That's just
From what I
projecting,
saw
man.
today, the attorney for Taxstone
What?
seems extremely competent.
Oh,
Now,
what would make you
also, just
believe
so we
that?
can be clear, the
Hold
person
on.
who's paying for Taxstone's attorneys, I believe, is Charlemagne, right? So I would assume.
Okay. What did he do in the jury picking process that he made you believe he's going to be good? This is the shit that makes him look bad. Because we all know his attorney didn't do a fucking thing.
That he has good lawyers. So
you know why we know? Because I've been through it. They go down a list that they cannot, they answered this question wrong. And it's the same questions for everybody. So what the fuck, Jack? Then your attorney can look through them all and choose who he wants. You're an idiot, bro.
I'm going to tell you about some of this
You
stuff
are
that I saw in
such a
court.
fucking
This is probably going to take about
like
15,
nobody's
20
ever
minutes,
been through these
and then we're
things.
going to move to Kanye.
Like
Shout out to King Ja.
Since
Hope
you
you're doing
don't
well
know
today,
already.
my brother. This is Jack Frost.
Fuck
How
outta
you
here,
doing?
man.
I'm doing good over here.
You're making
doing
him
all of the
look
things.
bad, bro. Already.
Shout out to Brooklyn 456. This is facts. All of the facts.
That was facts.
If you at any
that's the
point
shit,
are
man.
enjoying the show,
Yeah.
you could always pull up to the Cash App,
Tell
the
him one more
Super Chat,
time,
or the
Jack.
PayPal. I gotta say that because I'll forget.
Hold on.
So,
I want you to
you
say
could
it for me.
always pull up to the Cash App, the Super Chat, or the PayPal. I gotta say that because I'll forget.
Yeah.
So
Say it for me,
let's
Jack.
get into this real quick. Now, the first thing I want to say is I
You said nobody makes no money
Shout
off
out
you.
to King Ja.
Nobody
Hope
makes
you're doing well
no money
today, my
off
brother.
Jack.
This is Jack Frost. How you doing? I'm doing good over here, doing all of the things. Shout out to Brooklyn 456. This is facts. All of the facts. If you at any point are enjoying the show, you could always pull up to the Cash App, the Super Chat, or the PayPal. I gotta say that because I'll forget. So let's get into this real quick. Now, the first thing I want to say is I show up into the courtroom and it looks like
what
I
Jack
saw,
said, y'all.
Taxstone's
What Jack
people in
said.
there showing them support. I want to applaud that because at the end of the day,
Y'all don't have to do
whatever
that for me,
happens,
man.
we
I
always need to
understand
know
it's a
that the people that
donation,
love
and I
us
understand
love
that
us.
some people
And
just have got
being
it
a
rough
person
right
myself
now,
who
and some
don't
people
have
just
any
want to
family,
watch.
it's always
I get
great
it.
to see when family is supporting someone.
I get it.
Whether they're right or whether they're wrong,
Okay, either way.
they still should love you. So Taxstone looks like he had his family in there.
Now look at that.
I want to applaud
Oh
that.
my God.
Now, with that being said,
that's the devil right
they
there.
only picked, I believe.
What?
I'll get to all of that, Mr. Frank Reyes. Give me a moment.
What?
I'm going to get to all of that. Hold on. So, just so we could be clear.
Oh, he's gonna say that 1,000
They
times.
only chose, I believe, 8 to 9.
You don't know.
Jurors so far. This is the
You were in there.
They went through a couple of jury pools. The defense has already did 10 of their 20 or 22 or 21 objections. You know, kicking people off the panel. The prosecution has already 11 objections, so they still got a couple of objections left.
What is he talking about? Objections? What is he talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? You don't object anything. You're not having a back and forth in here. It's called striking one, and that's the one you don't choose. Then they have to average it out, bud. This guy's a fucking idiot. You get 6 and 6, man. And then you get one that's a loose cannon. You know what, man? A lot of my friends that went to trial and won and shit, and a lot of people I know, they say to go fucking to do a bench trial, man, because then you're leaving your life in one person's hands, and it really, really has to follow under the law. But if you're really guilty, don't do that. You know what I mean? But if it's something that's innocent, you first of all want to fast and speedy of that motherfucker. Well, you can't do that for murder. You want to fast and speedy, and then you might want to just take a bench trial if you're innocent and can beat it. But if you're guilty, take the jury. Yeah, that's just it.
They went and for a couple of more, they went through another jury pool in the afternoon. I did not say for that. They're gonna do another jury pool for a couple of days next week. And then next week is when the actual case is supposed to start. We're gonna be there when the case starts, just so we can be clear. It looks like,
God damn, man,
they're both looking for similar type of individuals to be on the case. It looks like they're both looking for people who do not know anything about hip hop. It looks like they're both looking for people. There were a lot of teachers.
They can't know anything about hip hop, bro. They'll kick them right off.
Teachers.
I guarantee you that.
Shout out to Little B since 1980.
They know who he is.
Army, my brother.
They're not
glad to have you back
on the jury trial.
It looked like there were a lot of teachers, just so we could be clear. So I found that interesting.
I thought you were in there.
There were 2 people that I saw today.
It looked like there was a lot of teachers, but I thought you were in there.
Might be problematic, but the thing is, I don't know what side they would be problematic for.
This guy is in a fucking delusion that he's on some fucking news channel.
Like they would be problematic to me, but I don't know if I would have wasted a renege on them, kicking them off the jury, because I don't know who they would be problematic for. I would prefer to use my get out of here cards to the people that I know would hurt my case. I would know if I don't know whose case you would hurt, I wouldn't want to delve too far in that. I wouldn't want to get too far into that. So there was 2 people that was led on to today, and I think they went on for the most part that these guys are running out of their options to be able to kick people off. So so these 2 people just ended up skating past. That's not running. I think both sides, like I said before, people that want someone that doesn't know much about rap and or hip hop, because if you're following rap and hip hop, there's a good chance that one of the things that you will have is already have a predisposed opinion.
Yeah.
Now,
said that stupid.
Shout out to Nick the Slick. So
dude, that's probably in one of the questions before they even see the attorneys and shit, dude. They're probably kicked off before they even saw an attorney in this courtroom. Is he that fucking retarded? Why would I ask that? We know better.
Something was said. Also, Frank Reyes. Shout out to you, my brother. Something was said today, and this is what I mean by the attorney that the attorney that Taxstone has is actually a really good attorney.
Taxstone is the one up for trial here, sir. Is Troy Ave facing time here? Like, is he gonna get found guilty or not guilty in some of these cases? No, Taxstone is up for trial, you dumb fuck. You have lost your rabbit ass mind, man. He's up here playing like he's gonna save his life. Troy Ave is not gonna go to prison if he has a bad attorney, stupid. Yeah, that was a bad one.
He's really good. He's going to be, I don't mean to come off wrong, but it's going to be really entertaining to watch him work. He's really good. Okay?
Isn't
I'm
Taxstone
not
up
saying
for murder,
Taxstone's gonna
right?
get off. I'm not gonna say this is gonna be an easy thing for him.
Why
But
would
Taxstone's attorney is good. I was watching.
Okay. Okay. But why would Troy Ave's attorney be
Now,
good?
I want to
have
add
anything to do
this.
Why would Troy Ave even have an
Also, just so we
attorney?
can be clear,
in the-
I am open speaking to both sides. I spoke with
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow.
Benga's brother today. Obviously, he was sitting in the
You need
pews.
help,
I
Jack.
spoke with him. I would speak to either side. I
help.
would love to know. So it'll give me a better
You just
a
said you
grasp
did.
of being able to deliver information to
You
you
just
guys.
said you did.
I'm not going to tell you what he said, obviously, but I would love to also speak with him. Speak with both sides. I am not biased in any side in any way.
Oh, wait till they
When I
see the
speak about
titles.
the events that happen, I can only speak about the events in the way in which the information has been delivered to me. That's the only way I can speak about the
It made
events.
you think he was
Obviously.
gay and sucks dick.
So I am not a hater of Taxstone, but I am saying this. From the way in which the information was given to me, it does not look good for
Everybody
him.
got the same
And
information,
he
stupid.
basically walked into this situation with the understanding that something bad was going to happen. And I'm against that because once again,
that
sometimes
didn't make no
Satan,
sense
and I'm
of
not
what
saying
you're doing
pick
at
the
all,
side of
idiot.
Satan, because sometimes two people are fighting and Satan is off watching. Copy?
You know what I mean?
I'm going to say this again. Sometimes
We're
two
winning the
people are
goalpost
fighting
again.
and Satan is watching.
You can't get
Because
away
Satan's
from me, Jack. I'm too
manipulating the
good.
situation. Satan ain't in the
He
situation.
hates my guts.
So that's
man.
why
I'm
I keep
not
trying
going
to tell
nowhere.
y'all. Sometimes all Satan wants you to do is
He
fight.
hates my guts.
He doesn't care who wins.
I don't want you to
So
fight.
be
me,
mindful
bro.
of that when you're
I'm
out in the
just gonna
street
keep
and your
exposing
ego
you.
is too big for you to walk away from some chunk. Don't make
Nobody
your
has
ego
to worry about
get
chumps
you
to
caught
walk
up and
away
put in
from because
prison.
we don't get into
Don't
any
let your
problems,
ego
sir. That's
get you caught
you.
up and be put in a pine box. Sometimes you just gotta walk away from a
Mine's
situation
not gonna be
because all
fine.
Satan wants you to do is engage.
Guarantee you
That's
that.
it.
I hope not.
Think about it like a comment section.
My mama won't be in pine.
Sometimes people are saying all type of different crazy shit. Sometimes people
You said it.
doing all type of different because they just want you to engage. Once you
You
engage,
did it.
then that means that you lose the Most High's protection. And that's all Satan is trying to get you to do.
Damn,
Lose the
he's
Most
really
High's
Satan.
protection so he can have it.
He's really
This
Satan.
is just what I'm saying. So I don't know the entirety of the situation, but what I do know,
why would
I'm
you
going
say
to
he
talk
wanted to
about.
suck his
That's
dick?
what I know. Now, one of the things that I saw in court that I found extremely interesting is this.
He took up 3
So
minutes doing
there's
that.
going to be 2 witnesses.
God. Yeah,
Like,
Troy
this
Ave
is-
doesn't have to be defended, right? You just realize that?
There's going to
Troy
be
Ave don't have to
2
be defended, sir.
witnesses
The fuck?
that are going to come take the stand.
But one of them's gonna be
And they're
fucking
taking the
Tax.
stand
One
with
of
the
them's gonna be Troy.
understanding that they're trying to get preferential treatment from the courts.
For what? You think this is Troy Ave versus
I gotta hit a
Taxstone?
button.
No, it's
Hold on one
Taxstone
second.
versus the state, stupid.
Now, at first, it sounded
Doesn't
to
know
me
what
like
he's
they were
doing.
saying one witness, but that wouldn't have made sense for them to bring it up if they were only talking about one witness. Because there's more than 2 witnesses in the damn case. But they brought up 2 witnesses, and then they spoke about at least one witness, who that testimony is being given in order for them to get preferential treatment from the courts. Now, initially, and this is who I think they're talking about, Troy Ave. Because remember, Troy Ave even said that if he don't take the stand, there's a good chance that he could be held accountable for what happened.
Are you stupid?
Probably not
You're
with
stupid.
Benga specifically,
You are.
but more than one person got shot that night.
He realized that he just said Troy Ave's lawyer was a beast.
Troy Ave has to take the
What?
Troy Ave has to take the stand for 2 reasons. And I don't find any of this is snitching. if you break into my home, well, if you break in here, then
Oh
I'm
yeah, he's watched the
100%
Steady
impossible.
Nash.
If we're out somewhere and you attack
He's
me,
watched all
and
the
then while
Steady
me and
Nashes.
you are having whatever our
That's a
interaction
fact.
is, a random other person gets injured, and then the courts tell me, I'm telling you what it is. The courts tell me that they want to hold me accountable for the random other act that happened, because when it happened, it's literally something that I did. That means that I have to go to the courts and explain to the courts why I did what I did, because if I get held, if they take me to trial, I'm gonna lose because I literally did it. A better example, so like it's like this: when a bank robber robs a bank, right?
Yep.
And somebody gets shot, even
Come
if
on.
the bank robber didn't do it, who is it on? It's on the bank robber, because you committed a criminal act. So everything that happened because of that criminal act, you are now held accountable for. So what the government is doing, and I don't know if this
Lou,
is
Zeke,
fair
what's popping, man?
but what the government is basically
I'm sorry for
saying
missing.
is,
I was over here trying to
look,
work
and
behind the
this is what I
scenes
believe
there.
the Troy Ave
Just something up for
situation
y'all.
is. This is what Troy Ave has
I got it though.
to testify. I do not consider this snitching. What I believe the
Troy's on
government
fire.
is
He
saying
was
is like,
firing at
look,
him.
Mr. Ave over here is.
Yep,
Mr.
you're
Ave.
right.
Does anybody call him Ave?
Dog soldier's
Anybody calls
right.
him Mr. Ave? Anyway, Mr. Ave.
That's
Shouldn't
why.
he have an
That's
album
why he's
called
going to
Mr.
take the
Ave?
stand,
Anyway,
so he can get
they're
that
saying
fucking
Mr. Ave over here.
what's that, exoneration or whatever.
We want to
They can't
hold you
try and get him.
accountable when you walked out and shot the gun, and we believe that you shooting that gun got that other girl shot in the leg or wherever she got shot at, right? And then he can't say he didn't do it if he actually did it. So the only thing he can do to relieve himself or whatever the issue is by proving that the reason in which why he fired the gun was because of a different crime that was also being a different crime that was actually being committed at the same time. Give me 1 second.
You gotta be charged, bro.
I need to blow my nose. Give me 1 minute.
It's pretty obvious that Troy has told these people what they needed to hear to charge that tax, right?
I'm gonna say this again. I'm
It's
explaining to y'all the
very
way the law
fucking
works,
clear.
man. Listen.
It's
So
clear.
Troy Ave has to take the stand.
He doesn't have to, but he will.
When Troy Ave fired the gun,
He
that's
will.
a couple of things I'm gonna say here.
He's
When
already
Troy
getting people
Ave
prepared
fired
that
the
he's
gun,
doing it. He's
someone
already
got
getting in
shot,
front of it, Jack. Some
whoever
things
it
you probably
was.
should have did. Getting in
But the
front of it,
reason why
y'all.
that person got shot was because of a crime that another person was committing. In order for Troy Ave to be able to get out of those charges, he has to testify about his activity in that crime. Frank Reyes says, who triggered the situation? I'm not trying to skip over you, Little B from 1983, but who triggered the situation, Frank Reyes? I'm going to get to what I don't know if I'm going to answer you right now, but I would like to know what your answer is so I can make sure that I get to it before we get to another topic.
Oh my God, he's trying to be like he's
so Troy Ave has to
professional
testify.
again.
But this is the wild part.
Dude here, man. This guy here, man. Maybe I should just get up here and start faking it like they do.
Also going to take the stand.
Maybe I should have. I just don't have it in me, y'all. I don't.
Who might also be a corroborating witness.
All that shit. I would rather have my
corroborating witnesses.
Honor.
2.
Fuckers can't even tell who they know that they got a fucking YouTube because they fucking look like shit on here. That's what it is. You motherfuckers can't even tell your people in real life you got a YouTube because motherfuckers will beat you, see you on there and go, what? You don't live like that.
Go ahead, all the things. Go do whatever the fuck you want. What else we talking about, by the way?
What?
So I say all that to Puff Boy. I mean, I'm capping in no way, no shape, no fashion.
What, Jack? That's why he wears that beanie all the time, y'all. That fucking peanut he's got keeps getting more elongated every day. Well, I would definitely put something over my head if I went to the courtroom, sir.
Yeah, man. I think that nigga wanted to fuck Troy Ave, man.
What?
I don't know if Troy Ave is handsome, but handsome men get a lot of male stalkers. Tell me where the lie is. You ever seen an ugly nigga get stalked by other men? No. Why? Because those men want to have sex with them. Name one ugly nigga that has been stalked by other men. Name one. You can't.
Yep. Wow.
Name
Jack.
one.
Yeah, you're live, but we don't care. We got better information to give over here, sir.
ugly
We have
nigga
better information to give over
that
here,
gets
sir, than
stalked
just
by
lying.
other niggas. Name one. You cannot. Why is that? Why only handsome niggas get stalked by other niggas? So I'm assuming, I don't know what the fuck is going on with Troy Ave, but I know he's not disfigured.
He's called him handsome. Yeah, it's a sexual thing now, right? Damn, that makes it even weirder for me then, dog.
You, my nigga.
That makes it even weirder for me then, man.
They think you friends. They be thinking they in a whole relationship with you. Because they wake up thinking about you. They eat thinking about you. They
What'd
shit
you say
thinking
about
about you. They jerk off thinking
about
about
his people?
You. They think y'all in a whole relationship.
You met his people? Share the live, y'all.
I promise you.
This is trending news. Share the live, tag everybody in it. Troy Ave, tag Tax. This is trending news. This dude does not need to be in that courtroom. And if they catch him in the courtroom, they should do something about it. For real, for real. I'm just saying. If I was Taxstone, I'd be like, if that motherfucker comes up here,
I think Taxstone
do more than what Treyway did. Get him the fuck up out of here.
You can't tell me no different. I'm just sorry. Another unpopular opinion. I think Punch is gay. For a different reason.
Oh my God.
For a totally different reason. I think Punch is gay.
Because he wouldn't
fuck DJ
you. Because he wouldn't fuck punch you.
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Box.
I am not 100% sure on that one. But that nigga throws up so many red flags. It's fucking retarded.
It's crazy, bro.
Taxstone.
He's putting it with us.
Like this, right?
He's tying it with him with us.
Just so we could be clear.
And Zeke, too. Don't leave Zeke out. He's putting Zeke in with everything, too, now. I'm starting to see
one of my friends that I had, one of my best friends, she was gay.
So's your daughter.
We didn't necessarily.
Your daughter's gay, bro.
Too well, I think she came over like.
Your daughter's gay.
Like, with me.
Don't get mad though.
One time she told me that she wasn't interested in me, and then so that was our relationship from there on. Like, that's just what it is. Like, if I try to get with a shorty and she's like, nah, she's not interested, I'm just gonna believe her. And then, like, if you do get with her, and then later on she duck out on you, she told you she wasn't interested. It's on you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if a female tell me she's not interested, I
find
just
somebody that's got
try
animated overlays on their StreamYard.
Because if I get with her and then she cheat, or I get with her,
let me know about
it. Then,
hey Frost, you know StreamYard people.
She would have to overtly come to me and just be like, "Yo, look, I
don't even know what they're doing."
If she's not overtly saying it like that, I'm not going to take it as nothing.
Thanks for letting me know.
Because you overtly told me that you didn't want to fuck with me.
But I know what you're talking about because I literally.
So you have to overtly come over the top. Now I want to
find the right information at all.
Like, obviously, you ain't gonna say it like that. Well, you don't never know. I'm from the Bronx. So you don't say it like that.
If I do the
unless they do it like that, I'm not gonna believe it.
For you.
Because you told me straight out you didn't want to fuck with me. So now we might get into a little something. Now all of a sudden, you know what you're gonna tell me? Yeah, but I already told you that I didn't like you like that. Yeah, I remember, right, bitch? So no. Anyway, shout out to her. So that's it. Neither here nor there.
Whoa,
so
dude.
I'm telling you.
Slow down, man.
Because I had a friend That I mean, we hung out all the time. She came over to the crib all the time. We went play basketball together. We did a lot of shit together. And I'm telling you, that's how that shit works.
What? What have you told us?
When you straight and they're gay and y'all the same sex, they stalk you until you go out, until you start feeling the same way about them. They trying to make you think about them all day so you can fall in love with them.
Damn, Tax.
You do understand this, right?
Damn.
Taxstone, I think that nigga wanted to fuck Troy Ave.
Could you say it a little bit more clearly, maybe?
Daisy had a fatty too. She was mad cool. I think I liked her better as a friend though. I'm glad I didn't smash.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get your ass handed.
Because she would have pulled that shit on me. Like, yo, I told you I didn't want to.
You're gonna get your ass handed to you one of these days. It's all for your reason.
Nah, bitch. We ain't doing that. So nah. And then I probably would have hit it, and that shit would have been like, no, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. Kendra thought I was hitting it, but I wasn't.
Kendra?
Why she was at your house?
You know why you got rid of
Like,
him,
it's my
Kendra.
friend. She lived next door.
You know why. Because that motherfucker wouldn't work. He ain't worth the fuck. You know why. We know why.
Gay, yo. She does not want to be with me.
Of course that's
She's
why
gay.
you want. We know why. It's a real man, baby doll. I'm single, honey.
She used to get on me all the time. Why she always at your house?
Oh, that would break his heart.
Like, you know I don't fuck with everybody. You know how I am. I'm exclusive. I don't fuck with everybody.
Exclusive.
And I've always been that way. Like
Kendra, you know better than this, don't you?
I have a lot of so I got a lot of people that fuck
right.
I got a lot of people that know.
You know better.
But I'm not the guy that's gonna go
Kendra.
hang out with you every day. You know, there's only a select few people that I can hang out with every day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to. I can't hang out with you every day. Like, I can hang out with you. We could party, hang out this week, and then we might link up again next week, or we might hang out this month. We might link up again next month.
You know better than that.
Like, I'm not real good with the phone, so a lot of times people be thinking I'm dubbing them. I'm not really dubbing them.
Good. Salute James S.
You understand what I'm saying?
See my new picture, James?
Can you be mad? She could be like, why she was at your house?
Yeah, man. It's nice.
And I'm laughing about this stupid shit.
You think she's cute, man? She's all right, I guess. Awfully a lot younger than Frost, though. And she's definitely better than Frost looks right now. Like, I don't know what you would have seen him then. Now, I mean, shit. I could do strings like this, then I would be copying you, Willie. This is copying. Oh, no, not really. It ain't. It ain't really. But, you know. Daisy. Daisy. Fucking Daisy. What is the problem? Yeah, sounds good. It sounds good. Let you tell it. It's your story, though. You can tell how you want. We just don't have to believe it. Kendra, come sing me something. Come sing me something, Kendra. That don't fit in there, fuckers. Yeah. It didn't cut it out though. What the fuck? Dude, StreamYard is so good and fun to use, and it's simple, but their fucking options, they're blowing. Like, they need some updates, man. Why aren't they doing updates? Yep, that's not big enough. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Lord almighty. I'm just gonna go back to the tried and true. I'm just gonna go back to the old tried and true logo. Since Jax is better than mine, you know, I gotta go back to the regular. Yeah, we're gonna take it back now. Fuck it. Who says we all? Well, I got you, Pimp. You guys want to have new logos done, man? I say we need new logos over here for the whole team, whole fucking team. I don't need way too much right there. Yeah, the visions up.
Fortunate. Like, I might be single for long periods of time, but I'm telling you right now, I'm fortunate that God is sending me good women into my life when I decide to be with somebody, and that's why I don't settle. That's why I don't just want to be with a chick.
Settle. Well, what would a
You
woman
gotta have more than just be
then?
pretty. You
Boy,
understand?
they'd be settling for
There
a
has to be
lot.
something about you that calms my soul.
Hold up, James.
There has to be something
I gotta
about
shut
you
this
that
guy
touches my
up.
soul.
Hey, what do you think about him saying he'd have to settle?
Man, this dude is a fucking bozo, bro.
It don't get no worse. It's the
Dude, I just went in his chat for a second before I came over here. I just got back from dinner. I heard him say, BBN is back. We're back to doing what we do, court cases.
Yep.
Bitch, you've done one court case ever. What do
We
you
were
mean this
watching
is what you do?
Yep, we were watching it, dude, and decided to come over here and show what he was saying about Taxstone.
What the fuck's he mean that he fucking does court cases? He's done one, bro.
He did. He done one. He said he was in there when jury was getting picked today. There's no way.
He
And
might
then he
have
was like-
been because he was
Check
with
this out, though.
he was with
saying
dude's brother.
Yeah, but they're there, right? He was saying things that the jury was being asked this, and this, and if they're anything with hip hop, dude, that's one of the main questions they're asked for even walk into that kind of room. You know what I mean?
Bro,
If they know
dude,
you're tied to hip hop, you get asked probably so many questions before you're even in front of an attorney to choose you.
this dude's a straight bozo, and if motherfuckers are gonna believe this motherfucker's really back to his thing or whatever, bro,
Nobody's
it's just
gonna believe
ridiculous.
him, dude. I don't think nobody's gonna believe him. Not in New York.
I think someone's gonna.
Not when we're done with him.
I don't even think it's gonna take us, bro. Someone's gonna run into him at the courthouse because that's still all stuff to do with that other trial.
And they'll know what day, what time. Dude, he literally on here telling everybody to text him wanted to suck Troy Ave's dick. He's a fucking homosexual. Stalking him. This was an open case, and you're doing all that shit saying that he was the one that antagonized everything. You can't possibly walk up in there like a journalist. That's what amazes me, dude. Like, he never said none of this, and we're making it up on him.
He goes on live with Banger's brother, acting like he's not gonna be biased. Come on now.
Yep, he already is.
Dude, because if he's not, he would have got banged by Banger's brother.
Well, the thing is, dude, you done call Taxstone fag. You don't say he stalks him, so you got to be gay. And then you say that he's the one that started the whole thing and amped it up, and Troy Ave is actually innocent. You shouldn't even be doing that at all. That's an open case.
Just like Shotty's people ran into him at the other courthouse. I'm sure it's going to happen again.
But this is going to be a state case. This isn't a whole nother building.
And yeah, which means he has a good chance of getting fucked up.
Yep. He ain't going to be as safe as he was at the Fed house.
Any of them bozos over on his channel that thinks he's actually a real journalist. Dude, if it wasn't for fucking Miss Fearless, Rhonda, dude, he would be out of business.
Bro,
He's a,
they're not bozos. They're just like him. That's
If
what
it-
it is.
like I said, Rhonda is the only person he gets any info from. If it wasn't for her, he'd be done.
I'm glad you spoke up for her, though. And I remember, while I'm saying this, I remember when I got off here the other night, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? James told me Rhonda was good people a long time ago. I remembered you saying that to me.
Dude, Frost kicked her back in the day.
Yeah, I
And
remember you
kicked her-
telling me that.
Yeah, and then she decided to come back. So that's what I'm saying, dude. It's only a matter of time before he does the same thing to her because she don't do drops and shit.
But she sees this stuff, man.
Dude, but she's actually a pretty good journalist, and that's a way for her to get her workout.
But to him, though,
I don't know, bro. I don't
maybe
know.
she feels good about it, or she's just testing her shit.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm sure she is. I'm sure she's trying to do what she can do, get what she can get.
Test her way she does things and see how it comes out for him, and knows if she did good or not.
And it's a waiting to see if a real channel catches on to that she's dropping the info, and then they start using her.
Well, he ain't gonna never let her and anybody know like about her. She'll have to tell everybody. But
Well, he does. He tells everybody Miss Fearless, but they don't know that that's really Rhonda.
Well, good speaking for her then, dude. You just did.
So no, she's
Now,
good
we
people.
get 1,000 people will watch us. For sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
And they're not just watching for a car crash. You know what I mean? They're sitting here seeing like aspects of the things we're pointing out. Dude, we're not playing with this guy over here. I mean, it's starting to become fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm finding the fun in it. But there's nothing else to expose. He's doing it himself now.
Dude, this dude is his own content. I'm telling you, he gives everybody content every day.
Fucking straight fucking YouTube food.
For sure.
He's a pity prostitute. He comes on here and sells his pity.
Talking about he does.
Fucking pity.
BBN, we're back to what we do. These court cases, bitch. You've done one. Uno.
He was like, from what I've seen, the two attorneys are going to be so good. Blah, blah, blah. Why are you talking about like Troy Ave's attorney that he's got in there ain't the one going to be defending him in a case that he has against him? This is a Taxstone versus the state. Huh? Troy Ave's attorney.
Our boy is a bozo. We already know that.
They're not suing each other.
Sure.
That's fucking stupid, man. Like, dude, why can he think this? Because people hyped his head up? Or nobody even did that. He just got a bunch of people watching him. He blew up a little bit, and that did it for him.
Dude, he went viral a couple times, and that's what. Now he thinks he's like some well-known person.
How many 1 million videos did he get? Like,
dude, nobody out of a 2-block radius of where he lives fucking really cares about who that fucking clown is.
Yeah, no shit. And now he's just changing up everything about his life now and trying to change the goalpost on us, bro. I want to see everything, so he's trying to change that into something different.
That's motherfucker goes into the 40-40 club talking about, oh, I'm in here the same night as Jay-Z. Bitch, how come you didn't go shake hands with Jay-Z?
Why didn't you get a picture from far away?
Because Jay-Z wasn't even in there, bro. He was in L.A.
Nope. Did you see that too?
Jay-Z was in L.A., bro.
Did you see that too?
Yeah, I seen it.
I just seen it too, dude. I just keep forgetting to say something.
I just left it alone, bro, because I'm like, this fucking dude is a straight bozo.
It always happens. We figure shit out afterwards, and then I'll just forget to say something and never even say it.
You can catch this guy lying all the time, bro, because he don't know how to tell the truth.
Lies like a rug.
Where the lie at? Where the lie at? Well, you just opened your mouth, so there's a lie.
Kevin Jones said Frost is at the Mad Dog 2020 Club.
Man, and Frost would get kicked out of that club, bro.
Yeah, I think he's paying his way in and taking pictures like he's fucking in there. That's all he's doing.
Frost, he probably do drink Mad Dog and Wild Irish Rose. Look at him.
Oh yeah, he's a cheap drinker for sure. He's one of the cheap drunk guys. Yep. He took liquor into the club, fucking bar that one night and thought he was cool about it.
Yeah, that dude's a bozo.
Look down upon him, dude. These people are trying to make money, bro. Why would you walk into an establishment to not spend money?
For sure. All right, I'm jumping back in the chat. I'm jumping back in the chat. Play this fucking
I
clown's
know what
content.
the fuck you're gonna do in the chat too. All right, bro.
Let-
Appreciate you. Hey, what's up, Lambo? He said Frost better get on run if Tax is innocent. Oh boy, you know what I think's gonna happen? I'm just gonna say this right here, firsthand. Man, I drank cotton mouth. That weed makes me keep cotton mouth. But Taxstone, I think something's gonna happen when this man's gonna get out of jail, right? He's did 4 fucking years. I don't know how he hasn't went to trial already, dude. This is weird. Like 4 years? That's what the whole thing is right now. Is like, how come it's taken 4 years to get a man to trial, right? 4 years. I know that the prosecutor gets 3 continuances and the fucking DA or the defense gets 3 to continue. But dude, 4 years is a long time to not have even start the trial. They're just picking jury. That's crazy, bro. And the fact that he's already done those 4 years count. They most certainly will count. He's already done the time on the fucking gun charge now. I bet they give him something with I bet he takes a fucking open plea probably and gets time served because he did 8 years basically. I bet he gets out. I bet something's coming and Tax is getting free. I bet he just stops fucking with Troy Ave though. He'll probably have something where he can't talk about it and all that shit. But we're going to go back over to his live. That's what we're going to do. That dude's fucking dumb to think that what you say goes away. It don't, bro. It don't go away, big dude.
Frank Reyes is taking too long to respond. So
Frank Reyes take too long to respond.
KC
he thinks it's
says Casanova. Casanova's Taxstone's homie.
Oh my God. Here comes the now you can't keep doing this and be a journalist, dude. See there? See there? You're bringing those shit into open cases. You can't do this. That's what journalists don't do is talk on it. They don't sit around and say who's guilty and who's not. Right? He's going to be found guilty on something else. Yep. Yeah, he's gonna be found guilty.
He was. You
I think it's not going to be murder. It's not going to be attempted murder though.
Frank Reyes. I'm really
I
only
think
asking.
he's probably going to take something else and probably end up getting free, man.
You said he triggered the situation.
Let's do it this way.
Who?
I've seen things happen like this that happen.
Could we not use he's and she's?
I've seen it happen before, but not quite this kind of case though. This is a very public case, man. And you got to think 4 years, no starting of a trial.
I don't know.
Trial.
I have no idea. But has Casanova?
Here we go. You can't.
But has Casanova? He still won't tell me who's the he or she.
You should not be talking.
Been arraigned? Pardon me. Has he got his sentencing yet?
So what? You gonna start giving the government more information now, Frost, as they're watching you? Is that what you're going to do now? Is this what you're going to do? Just give them information throughout your chat? He's fucked no matter which way he turns.
My
dude,
they wasn't letting me in the courtrooms. There was nothing I could do. You know that whole pandemic thing.
Dude, you could have walked in there.
We back in the courtroom.
Hold on.
So we just take
You couldn't go in the courtroom because of the pandemic? Yes, the fuck you could have. Yes, the fuck you could have. No. They shut down the courts for a little bit, and then they were back in business, sir. You just scared.
The break. I want to say one thing real quick.
Look at him.
If you don't think I'm recognized in them buildings, I don't know what to tell you.
It's a whole nother fucking building. He was at a Fed. Oh my fucking God. The 6ix9ine case was a Fed case. This is a state case. It's 2 different buildings. You've only been in one building for a case. Yeah, they know you all right. Just the jail knows you.
If you don't think I'm recognized in those buildings, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you don't know what to tell us because you can't do anything to prove you are, right? That's your fucking answer.
Shout out to
all the who's.
officers, court officers who recognized me today.
Because you had to go to court so many
Shout out
times
to
for burning down
I
Kendra's house.
appreciate y'all. That made me feel good. BBN in the house. Shout out to all the court officers.
Oh, you've
that
done so
recognized me
much
today.
since you've done a case, bro.
That made me
There's
feel
one
good. BBN in the
at
house.
all since the 6ix9ine case. No one. No one does. You lost it. Since the 6ix9ine case, since his last trip in the courthouse, his whole life has changed. No
Every
one
officer
believes
of the
him
court
now.
that recognized me today. And I'm not just talking about
Yep,
people.
that
I'm not
he
just
is
talking about the
recognized,
police.
and motherfuckers is watching him.
Obviously.
They ain't fucking with
Shout
him.
out to all the court officers.
And if they
that
are,
recognize me
they
today.
need something
Shout out
from
all the
him. They're
attorneys that
using him.
recognize me.
He's
today.
food, bro. He is
That
food
made
out
me
here.
feel like I was back home. Woo!
You're weird, bro. You're mentally
Let's get back
ill.
to it.
You have an illness, dude.
Thank you, KC. I appreciate you, by the way.
And
you
I
have
can
no
give a
idea
fuck
how much.
less if you help yourself or not. You're your own worst enemy, not mine.
Frank
I would
Reyes
feel
still
bad
isn't going to
beating you
tell
up.
me who the he is. Satan is the author of confusion.
Yeah, your father, he was confused. I would have fucking
I'm not calling you
let him
Satan.
spit you right out, buddy. I would have let my woman spit you right out. Fuck that.
No, I have to say what I'm going to say first.
All tax
and then I'll
lawyers have
answer
to.
yours
Is he
when I
within?
talk
Look
about
at
the
this.
events.
He's supposed to be covering
So,
case, and he's literally giving.
Who got him in the building?
Look at this.
I promise. Whoever got him in the building,
Look at this.
they're going to have to
Open
take the
case,
witness
dog.
stand. They're going to have to explain how they got him around security and did they know he had a weapon. They're going to have to explain how he didn't get checked.
Oh boy.
Irving
put up my
Plaza
snitching
is going to
sign, I
have to
guess.
explain how he didn't get
Yeah,
checked.
Bruce
for a
Rivers
weapon.
tells
They
you
wanna keep
self-snitching.
They want to keep their
Give them all,
business,
give them all the
permit
information.
to operate as a
The way you
business,
can
right?
end up on the stand, Jack.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
God damn, man. He's gonna end up on the stand as a witness soon.
He didn't get shot outside. He got shot inside. Troy Ave is on camera firing a weapon at him running or off into the distance, and it's presumed.
If I was somebody's lawyer, I would ban you from the courtroom, sir. I would say, he's not coming in here.
So Irving Plaza has to come up off of
You can do that
how he
too.
got in the building with a gun.
You can do that
you think
too.
Irving Plaza is going to say our security is just shit? Or you think Irving Plaza is going to say, well, he walked in with the artist? The artist was already in the building. We just didn't check him a second time. What do you think Irving Plaza is going to do? Hold on, let me put this up there real quick. I want to know what y'all think, guys.
Just tell them why don't
you think Irving Plaza is going to take responsibility for the gun coming in the building?
Wow. He's not covering the case. He's telling everybody. He's telling about it. He's giving his opinions and shit. He's swaying the jury, doing all that. This is the whole thing why fucking China Mac went on fucking on Matt Hopper about.
So far off from
Man, these guys, that's the same shit he was just bitching about. This is the same shit he was just bitching about. That's all right. I'll stay on your head, though. It ain't going to go away. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped.
3 errors right here. This is just, I hate what happens.
And I'm going to constantly
just asking
better than you doing it.
Regular questions.
Regular questions. Yeah, you seen
Do
me
you
watching.
think Irving Plaza is going to take responsibility for the gun coming in the building? Do you think they're going to say it was our faults? You do know if they do that, they're going to most likely lose their license to operate, right?
I found another picture. Look. Look at this one, y'all.
They're also
when we
going
was
to
coming back.
Open up themselves to lawsuits, right?
Fucking pussy motherfucker. Oh, I can't. I'm
Irving
going
Plaza
to
currently
let him
still
keep with me.
open?
I'm guarantee you I'm gonna end up with him. I guarantee you.
Hold on, I'll answer
We
that.
pulled over.
I'm gonna let all the people that want to say yeah first, and then I'm gonna show you.
You're going to another state, homie. We had 2 cars, Pimp.
So hold on, everybody that want to hit yeah real quick.
Does he think AG wasn't coming with just one man? Nah, 2 cars, Pimp. We're going to somebody.
Everybody that want to hit real quick. Hit that yeah button.
Am I lying
though?
though? Am I lying?
Let me explain how I know for a fact they didn't.
Come on, man. Rode 2 deep.
But we'll get to that in a minute.
2 cars deep. We playing plot strategize. You got cocky about my motherfucking cousin and my mother, bitch.
They would have already have said that they let the gun come in the building. They wouldn't even be able to operate. They would have got shut down.
Oh.
So do you think Irving Plaza is going to say, yes, we allowed the gun to come in the building. We effed up. Do you think they're going to say that?
Is this covering the case or is this telling? Or he just giving his opinions that would help attorneys have things that they didn't normally have, right?
So you think the security agencies is going to take that? You do know? Oh, don't stop.
I get it. I get what's going on there.
You think the
security working with Troy Ave, huh?
Is going to say, yeah, we don't want to operate no more, and we want all of the lawsuits to come to us. Those $1 million or $1 million lawsuits. Somebody lost their life. If I was Taxstone, I would also sue.
Troy Ave's attorney, he's fire. I'm like,
because I'd be saying, if they would have checked me and took the gun off of me, this makes no sense.
Who gives a fuck?
Troy Ave is gonna sue. The girl that got shot is gonna sue. There's people that didn't even get injured, but they got emotional damage. They're gonna sue.
Guilty and criminal.
So you think the security agency is gonna say that they messed up
and he didn't even fucking do it? You're a dumbass, dude. Please, somebody get him off the internet. Please. Whoever's showing Willie Seabrooks, please come get your son.
I don't think some of y'all know how court
I said Willie Seabrooks. His daddy. Come get him, please.
With all due
He's
respect,
a danger to himself and everyone he goes around.
These are lawsuits that is going to close down the company
if you want.
And put whoever owns the company
getting out of here
in debt.
Fucking stupid. In debt.
You do know this, right?
Tax money, ain't no money no more, man. You just spend all his money on a fucking attorney.
I'm not trying to laugh.
Years. What you talking about, dumbass?
I'm not trying to laugh.
He's trying to be a free man is what he's trying to do.
You're not talking about,
you know what? I'd give every dime I had to have my freedom back.
You're changing. I know what? I'm going to stop talking to you.
Motherfuckers don't understand when that's gone, boy, how that feels.
So I'm going to stop saying. I'm just going to. You have the one comment up there that I'm going to engage.
The motherfuckers don't understand how much we just take for granted just getting up in the middle of the night and being able to go grab something out of the refrigerator, bust it open, eat it real quick. Motherfuckers just take for granted that you can eat a steak. Or that you can just, get up in the middle of the night, have a pop, guzzle it, go back to bed. It's just the small things, right? You start to notice when that freedom's gone.
Gauging, but other than that, you're just
don't take your freedom for granted, y'all. If you've never been to prison, don't go.
All right, so
don't listen to these idiots. There's nothing to be seen there but dicks and fucking men.
LB from 1983 said it's like 5
the COs were gang members, y'all.
One tomorrow, the building is going to say that. But what I'm saying is, do you think that the agency is going to say they did it? And do you think Irving Plaza is going to say that they did it? Do I think that the agency will point their finger at Irving Plaza? Yeah. Do I think that Irving Plaza will point their fingers at the agency? Yes. But I don't think any of them is going to say it was their fault. And I don't understand.
He's trying to take this where it's not going to go. Why are we having this talk, Jack? Why are we even in this discussion of...
My words are clear, right?
Anyway. No, but your thoughts aren't.
So listen, pay attention. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding.
How many people's over there with him? How many people's in his chat? This dude does better than me, and I can't fucking believe it, bro.
In the building,
but I got the better people. Believe that. You got
whoever was the individuals that allowed for Taxstone to come in the building with that weapon. Guess who's going to be on the stand?
That is something that could have just slid through. It could. They can go. You know how many times
Taxstone comes into the building now?
How that gun got in there?
The whole imminent danger thing.
Oh my God. Dude.
Taxstone is all over the internet talking about how he's gonna slap Troy Ave when
You
he
see
sees
what
him.
he's
Guess
doing?
what? You can't
You're
claim
not biased,
imminent
bro.
danger.
You're biased right there. We take for granted
I'm gonna say that
a little thing called a yoo-hoo. You know, we take for granted the little things called yoo-hoos in life when we go to the joint. You know, we take for granted pack of fucking Skittles. We take for granted just hearing your woman next to you snoring, and then she rips a big old fart on you. When you really hate it, but you're in there, you take it. You're like, damn, I would do anything to get that back. Yeah, man. If there's anything that I'm going to preach over here, and that's stay out of fucking. Don't go to jail, people. Don't go to jail. And don't let anything pass you by that you want to do. If it's something that you want to do and you have the opportunity to do it, do it. We only live once, man. And we don't get to come back to even talk about it.
that again. You can't go on the internet and then talk about how you're gonna attack somebody, and then when you see them, shit happens, and you say, "I was in imminent danger."
You're gonna do to us.
That's not how freedom of speech works. Please don't make me have to just absolutely. I'm trying to. My best.
It's gonna be death
not to
for me if
blow
I
all the
you.
holes open in the way
I'm
that you're
gonna
talking,
die.
because you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know. You're over
That's not
so
how
much
freedom of
shit
speech
that's got nothing
works.
to do with the case at all.
So, do you think
really
that
nothing at all.
Taxstone is going to be able to claim imminent danger?
Yeah.
I don't even want to have your
Yes, he
jump
can.
off up there no more, because I don't
Yes, he
think you know what
can.
you're talking about.
And that's exactly
I'm
what
gonna
he's
put
gonna
somebody
do.
else's jump off up there. I'm not
Dumbass.
on my screen now.
God,
Do you
what the
think
fuck we do?
Taxstone could claim imminent danger
I gotta
after
have
he
weed
was
just to do
throwing
content
threats
about this
at a
guy.
person online?
Yep. He can throw threats all he wants, but as soon as that dude starts to come at him, yeah.
I'm going to give you the answer.
I just
You cannot. They're going to say,
no, you know what? You're so wrapped up in the internet being against you, you think you know it all. And I can say whatever the fuck I want to on here, just like I can say it in real goddamn life. They're words, Jack. You're a fucking idiot
so
already.
you
in this
was
case.
threatening this person for how many years? And then you saw them, and now you want us to believe that
But you don't
were
see
in
that the
imminent
whole back.
danger.
It was just him
Okay, where
threatening,
the
right?
threats I thought they was
Like it was
so
a whole
when
back and
you
forth.
believe
He's an
you were in
idiot.
imminent danger, why didn't you leave? You've been seeing this person
He's
on
an
the internet.
idiot.
Pardon me.
They had a
You've been talking
job
about
to
how
do.
you're gonna attack
Idiot.
this person on the internet.
God.
For how many years?
Do you think
This
you're
person
really?
isn't even talking about you, and all you're doing is talking about how you're gonna slap them, how you're gonna attack them, how you're gonna do this to
And
them,
then
you're gonna
Troy
do
Ave
that
said,
to
"I'll
them.
bust your
And you
shit
actually
too."
see them, and then there's a shootout situation that happens.
You can't shoot at
And you
people
want us
that
to
threaten you on the
believe
internet, Jack.
that's their fault.
Is this guy really qualified to
Because
do
you
this
do
for us?
know when you throw threats at people on the internet,
Is this
and
guy
then you see them
qualified?
in real life,
I'm gonna
the
do a
person who was
poll.
getting the threats
We're gonna have a poll.
is
Fuck
the
it.
ones who's in imminent
This
danger.
guy ain't even qualified to be doing this. Fuck, I could do a better job than him, and I don't do reporting. I know the law and shit, though. I wouldn't know how to give it to you. Guess I could learn, right? Like Jack did.
Shout out to Marcus. Okay, Marcus.
Kendra fire too. I'm gonna take her out.
Marcus says no, because he was the aggressor, and it's all on camera. Have you seen the camera, Mark? Have you seen this footage, Marcus Williams? I have not. Have you seen this footage, Marcus Williams, or have you heard about the footage?
You haven't seen the footage at all, huh, Jack? God.
I'm not even talking to that other guy no more.
Yep. See,
Have
Jack,
you seen
over here,
this
the
footage,
average
Marcus
viewer stays in
Williams,
my
or have
view
you
for like
heard
14
about
minutes.
the footage?
14 minutes.
There's a difference.
Yours is 9. Then you have how many subs? Dude, my chat rate's unreal. My chat rate stays unreal. Like it goes up and down, but boy, I got to see the peak points and everything.
I'm
You
listening.
can see all this, and he don't act
Have
like
you
that.
seen the footage, or have you heard about the footage?
Oh my God. Like Jack knows that he can see all this, right? I'll show it to you. Like he tries to act like there's not real people on here doing YouTube too that know what they're doing, and you're trying to lie to people and shit. There goes the chat rate for this video right here. So at right here, we're fucking flying, y'all. So whatever was said, oh, here we go. I got 8 comments. Like, dude, I told y'all you can find out everything you want to on here. If you want to find out the real spicy shit, you got to pay some fucking money. But I don't do that, YouTube. No. See, we're going up. We're going up, man. Constant rise. Constant rise. Jack can do this too. You can check your stream health. They say, oh, send notifications out because I know they're not going out. The fuck are you talking about, bro? You can see these things live. It's unreal what they say to everybody, bro. Like, there's real content creators out here watching you as well and know you're lying. We know you're lying. So there you go. A little look into the studio if you don't run a channel. I told y'all, I'm an open book, man. I was that way when I started this fucking channel, and I'm going to remain that way. I don't have to hide shit from nobody. These fuckers are the ones hiding shit. Talking about I'm this and I'm that. You won't even fucking show your shit. You keep erasing everything. You record everything that you see. What the fuck are you talking about? You got nothing recorded as I watch it. I got a couple people that do it for me, Jack.
Have you seen the footage
do
or
it
have you
on their
heard
own.
about the footage, Marcus Williams?
See, he's getting ready to get told.
Has anyone here that I actually know seen the footage?
Yep. That
I'm not talking to random
Who do
people
you
that I don't
know?
know.
I don't think you actually know
Because
anyone.
I don't know
there.
how like they got that new dude here that I don't know. He's just talking crazy.
Oh my God. There's all kinds of
Okay,
new
so
dudes.
you haven't seen the footage. So I'll explain to you
Watch what I go
from what
find.
I've heard.
Watch what I go find.
From what I heard was this. They were in the green room that has one door.
You've been saying this for 3 years.
Allegedly. These are all alleged. Allegedly. Troy Ave and Bengo was already in the room waiting to get called for them to perform. Taxstone came in the room.
You're going to tell me
the door area.
You're going to tell me a man that's going to cover this case so well hasn't seen this footage that's sitting on YouTube. Well, you got some nerve, man. You guys want to see the footage? Would you guys like to see the footage? I'm pretty sure you do, right? We'll do that for him before he can get it. See, we'll do it first again, Jack. You didn't even know there was footage? How can you cover a fucking case if you didn't even know that the footage was out, right? How? There's multiples of it. Dude. The video allegedly shows Brooklyn rapper firing handgun. You guys see it? Okay. Gosh damn, Jack, you're a dipshit. Wall Street fucking Journal's got it. Mr. Journalist. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. You didn't see this, Jack? What a journalist, man. What a journalist. Firing one shot. Dude, the dude in the back of him was ready to, they knew what they were doing. Come on, man. You go by people's behaviors. Let's see if it's got anything different in it. Nobody was hit on it, so they can't flag me. Ha! Ha! You little wussy ass boys. Can't flag me. Little wussy ass boys. Yeah. Looks like a man that shot a gun before, you know. Looks like he knew what he wanted to do. Who is that? Who was that? That didn't look like Troy Ave. So he's reporting on a court case that he hasn't even seen what the footage was. He just never ceases to amaze me. Never ceases to amaze me. Jack, it looks like K2, bro. That's K2. Have y'all ever seen K2 have buds? K2, y'all. Fucking K2. Smoking that K2 over here, man. Oh, waiting on my daughter to call me. I'm hoping she comes back. Miss my kids, man. Ever know what that felt like, Jack? No, you don't. You don't care what your kid's doing. Where's your child at right now? Probably watching you be an internet clown. Flashing?
Like he had a weapon on him and talking big
what he
bad the green room that has one. You've been. I'm not even talking to that other guy no more.
Yeah, because he was on your ass. Because he was on
Have
your
you seen
ass.
this footage, Marcus Williams?
Yeah, everybody
or have
did,
you
dipshit.
heard about the footage?
What's wrong with
This is
Jack? He doesn't even do his own work. Good job, Marcus Williams. Good job. See, this is kind of how I was kicked out. He was talking shit about Kyle Rittenhouse being black. It was a black crime, whatever he killed. I said, bro, he didn't kill anybody black.
I'm here. I'm
There's
listening.
no one black involved. It's the media
Have you
trying
seen
to
the footage, or have you
Then he
heard
booted
about
me.
the footage?
2 days later, it all came out. Media was trying to twist it. It's a firearms thing. They wanted to take our firearms. And I was booted and removed. You know, he didn't get but $30 out of me. Imagine if he'd have kept me around, though. I'd have helped that dude. Who knows how much?
Have you seen the footage, or have you heard
The
about the
streams
footage,
wouldn't have
Marcus
looked as
Williams?
bad as they do now. Give me a fucking
Has anyone
break.
here that I actually know seen the footage?
Not even
I'm not
yourself.
talking to random people that I don't know.
He went to a court trial.
Because I don't know
Somebody he's the
how
man, and we're
like
back.
they got that new dude in here that I
And
don't know. He just
didn't
talking
even
crazy.
know that there's a freaking video of it. It's
Okay,
2023.
so you haven't seen the footage.
Not a video.
So I'll explain to you from what I've heard.
This is bad, bad, bad.
From what I heard was this.
What I heard.
They were in the green room
That's what
that
got
has
you
one
fucked up on
door.
the 6ix9ine case. What you heard. You know what they say about what you heard, don't you? Let it taste like shit in your mouth.
Allegedly. These are all alleged.
Why did I keep just banging on this dude?
Allegedly.
I just keep banging this dude.
Troy Ave and Bengal was already in the room waiting to get called for them to perform. Taxstone came in the room and was around the door area flashing the gun. Allegedly. I do not know this to be a fact.
We see that now.
Flashing the weapon, letting everybody know that he had a weapon on him, and talking big bad shit. Allegedly.
Horrible, 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 man. So bad, Jack.
I was shout out to Trife. I was shout out to Trife. I was actually Trife Gangster. I was actually talking with him today. Shout out to Trife. Salute Trife. We're gonna try to get him to come on the program, but this is
Right?
something
I would
different
not
to
put
talk
my
about.
fucking name with
We'll
this
try to
guy's
get him to
name.
come on the program.
Never.
I don't know how much he would actually want to talk while the case is going on.
Yeah,
But we're gonna
doing
try
all
to
of
get
it
him to
and
come
don't
on the
even
program.
know.
I've already asked him. I'm not sure if he feels comfortable or not. I hope he does. I would love to have him on the program. But hold on.
Bet you would. He's a good dude.
You said Banger's brother Trife said
man.
Troy showed it to him, said the whole thing on camera from the moment Troy walked in the door and Tax approached him. Boom. So look, listen.
Doesn't matter what all that was.
He had the weapon on him allegedly.
How it led up to
flashing the weapon.
Matter. You
Allegedly.
fire a gun on somebody.
So Marcus, just so we can be clear, Taxstone was the aggressor in the video. I just want to know what you're saying. You heard that Taxstone was the aggressor in the video?
Was that Tax? It didn't look like Tax to me.
Because we're just going off what I'm going to see the video.
I'm
They're going to have me caught.
I'm going to see the video.
So you heard Taxstone was the aggressor in the video?
You heard that. I'm going to see the video.
So just so we can be clear.
You're a fucking turd ball.
When Troy Ave and Banger, at whatever the point was,
turd ball.
Taxstone, Troy Ave, and Banger were face to face. Now I want to be clear on this.
They're face to face, huh?
This is why I keep trying to tell y'all, stay away from them hate groups. Stay away from them people that just come on the internet and all they want to do is talk hate.
Nah,
that shit ain't healthy.
I'm blasting your ass is what I'm doing.
That shit ain't healthy.
Make it fucking sense.
Like for you, your spirit, your physical body, that shit ain't healthy. All right? That's why you see dudes that age dumb quick. You see my
holy shit.
This camera don't allow for y'all to see how youthful I actually look.
No, the one that you did this morning did.
Well, my youth is coming back because I'm away.
You look like horrible hell in that camera.
I don't want to deal with negativity.
Shut the fuck up, man. I don't care about the way you look, weirdo.
You understand?
That other dude,
Marcus. Salute to Marcus.
I'm talking about the way you don't know how to be.
So I'm telling you the story. That's why I tried to tell you that person that's in here talking, they don't know what they're talking about. They just saying anything.
You just got no motherfucker. You weird.
Be careful. The devil, Satan is the author of confusion. Copy? Remember, I kicked that other person and then they came in here immediately with the craziness. Satan is the author of confusion. Don't never forget. You see? Pay attention to that person.
We can't run here. You can't keep exposing him because
confusion.
He moves the goalpost every single time. Every single time. He's got something already ready for it.
I want you to understand.
You say this, I'm going to say this.
I'm going to be clear about this.
If they say this, I'm going to say this.
At some point, there's an exchange of words. Banger allegedly slapped the out of Taxstone.
I'm gonna catch up with his live.
Now I need you to understand
this. After he's seen our video.
Because if I'm giving you back the energy you giving me, that means I'm cultivating Satan's energy.
Like he's getting oily.
You're not doing that
throughout the stream. His face is becoming oily throughout.
I don't want to give you back a mirror of the evil that you're doing to me. I'm gonna say that evil don't matter, and we working with the Most High.
Oh, you can just do whatever you want when you want to do it, right?
That's what I
do. See.
You understand? My blessings come from the Lord. My blessings don't come from anything that's earthly. My blessings don't come from the world. My blessings don't come from Satan. My blessings don't come from doing evil. My blessings come from what my heart actually is.
God.
And it's a sad thing when it is a person who actually has
we
a good
believed
heart,
him for a long time.
what ends up happening to them, and I got something to talk about. Hold on. And it's a sad thing when a person who actually does have a good heart, they get caught up.
Yeah, that's
because this internet will get you caught up.
Yeah.
This internet will have you hating people.
Yeah, fucking start talking about you and now I'm caught up. I know what you mean.
Who the Most High got their hand
I know
on
exactly what you mean,
this
Jack.
person's anointed. The internet will have you hating them. Be mindful of that when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing.
You pity prostitute.
I think that people don't be mindful.
Forgot to do the fucking
thing.
People
are always talking about getting a lick back. I don't want to get no lick back. You want to know why? Because the Most High, He's the provider.
Oh,
okay. The Most High provides for me, so I don't have to worry about getting no lick back.
Fuck you.
Understand? So that's how we got to start.
Paul.
Go let miserable people be miserable. Why do you want to be miserable with them?
Is Jack?
You know what miserable people do? They sit around and talk to other miserable people about the things they
say this every single day. Shut up. Change it.
What we want to do is
different. We find something
we want to talk life
to talk about
into every situation. And the only way to talk life into a situation is to be able to talk the Most High into the situation, because the Most High is the light. I'm always trying to be positive, Marcus Williams. We slipped for a minute, but we back. Remember, Satan is the author of confusion.
But we're back.
Yeah, me confused for a minute.
You just
Pretty sure
booted
he's had
Jimmy
all of us
Dawson. I told
confused
you,
for a minute.
you
He's
do it
Satan.
all the time. You'll be back for a week and then you'll slip.
But he ain't have me acting on his behalf. I'm definitely not acting on Satan's behalf. We're not doing that. But we could be lost. Don't worry. Because while we're lost, sometimes those are just
in betweens
lessons that we got to learn.
Where's the
you know,
the
just
poll,
some lessons
please?
out there.
You guys,
Most
know what
says
you're
there's
doing.
some lessons I need you to learn.
Hit that poll for me, y'all. Hit that poll, man. Please.
So I wanted to before I get any further into this, once again, from what I've heard, so
all our chat rate dipped,
Math
man.
Hoffa got criticized
It dipped hard
for allowing Troy Ave. Shout out to the Most High. That's a fact.
I don't like that guy. I don't like him.
Math Hoffa got criticized.
I don't like people like this at all. I've seen him all my life.
For allowing Troy Ave to go on his show.
He's a scammer.
And talk crazy.
He's just a fucking scammer. He's trying to use people as a hustle.
And this is what I'm going to say.
This is probably his drug money. It's probably what it is.
It's hard not to tell a person who's grieving that they can't grieve. It's hard
do with anything.
Not to tell somebody who's been done wrong that they can't talk about whatever the hell that happened that was wrong. That's hard.
Oh.
So I don't
45
knock Matt Hoffa for allowing Troy Ave to say his shit. The only reason
you and your daddy.
why
you and your daddy
would feel uncomfortable.
Come on, Jack.
Is because the energy that Troy Ave talks about it with, which I also
it's
respect.
not looking good for you, bro. We got 3 votes and none of them believe that you're capable of doing this.
I don't know how I will personally.
I think you're going to try to milk just the talking about it. Well, you should have been able to ace this one being in New York, though.
As it happened,
you should have been able to ace this one. But I think you've done yourself in. No one cares about you anymore. And I'm going to tell you now, I doubt Taxstone wants you in that courtroom. Because I'm tagging him again. You know it, Jack.
I'm hoping to get Trife
on Jack.
Here. Because I want to know, I would love to interview Troy. But I know if we invite Troy on, he going to go crazy.
He didn't go crazy on Hoffa.
Talk his shit.
He didn't go crazy on Matt Hoffa. Shut up, dude.
I don't know how comfortable I would feel.
He knows what he can and can't say.
Being as there's been no verdict yet. See, after there's a verdict, you can talk whatever you want to talk.
No,
there's no verdict yet.
Troy Ave isn't up to be on trial.
I learned a couple of things when we was covering Tekashi case.
You definitely didn't learn nothing at all.
The Treyway case.
Troy Ave isn't
shout out
up
to
trial.
Champions. Shout out to the few. I learned a couple of things. You know?
Does he think that people are just gonna like if Troy says the wrong
and there's
thing,
certain interviews that you just can't do.
All of a sudden?
I don't know how long the trial is gonna last. Maybe 2 weeks. There's certain things, maybe 2-3 weeks. There's certain things that you just cannot do where I don't think you should do until the trial is over.
You're doing them. You didn't even look at the fucking video. And it's been out forever. Forever, bro.
And I know that there's certain things that Troy want to say, and he has a right to say.
He's a right.
But I don't think they should be said.
Well, then we have a right to say what we're saying then, right, Jack? By all logic, we have our right. See, they just want to leave out all the logic. Only their logic makes sense. That's how we know we're dealing with.
But remember,
this is the person that says, blah, 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 blah. And then when you get mad at him, you go back at him.
I know exactly what
the guilt trip on you.
Taxstone's
Yeah, that's the
lawyers
people I
look
don't
like
care
they're
to
gonna
be
uphold
around
you.
at all.
But I'm not gonna blow up their case right now. I'm gonna wait.
You just did.
But I'm pretty sure I know what angle they're gonna come with.
You just literally blew up the case.
I've alluded to
Idiot.
a couple of the things that I think that they're gonna be speaking on. I've already alluded to it. This show, by the way.
You alluded as to
I've alluded
Troy
to at
Ave
least
being on
two
trial.
different angles I think that they're gonna attack with. One is, just so we could be clear,
That's dope.
the confidential the corroborating witnesses. At least one of them is going to be getting a benefit. That's one of the angles.
Yeah, the same one that Meg the Stallion's fucking innocent chick got. That's the benefit, Jack. That's the
what was the other
benefit
thing I
that the
mentioned?
person's gonna get, sir.
That I feel like repeating. Sometimes I say stuff and I'm hoping people don't get what I'm saying. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I have to say.
No, I didn't understand any of that.
But it's something that I hope people gloss over. You know, so I can later on say, "Remember when I told you?" Yeah, Jack know how to do this.
No,
I know. That's one angle I think that they're gonna take. Just so we can be clear, I think.
Is he getting people over there?
I don't think that's the best way to shoot at this, but they don't have a big. Especially, remember, there's footage of this. There's 100% video evidence of this. Just so we can be clear.
Oh, there's evidence out, bro.
Video evidence of this.
There's a video out.
Evidence exists.
Huh?
Okay, so let me explain something to y'all. You know what witnesses are no evidence of this? What was the other thing I mentioned? That I feel like repeating. Sometimes I say stuff and I'm hoping people don't get what I'm saying.
I bet you do.
I have to say it so I can get to a different thing, but it's something that I hope people gloss over.
Did you hear that one?
So I can later on say, "Remember when I told you?" Yeah,
it ain't for that
I
reason.
know how to do this.
You literally hope we forget it so we don't expose it.
That's one angle I think that they're gonna take.
Lord Almighty, I'm just he makes me feel so much dumber every day.
I don't think that's the best way to shoot at this,
but sometimes
they don't have
a kid wrong.
Especially remember, there's footage of this. There's 100%.
Yeah, he's gonna
video evidence
there every day.
Just so we can be clear.
Yeah, I didn't even thought about that. You have to rely on your people to even get you there. That's fucked up.
There's 100% video evidence of this.
Yeah, there is.
Video evidence exists.
You didn't even know. Shut up. He didn't even know.
Okay, so let me explain something to y'all. You know what witnesses are basically there to do, right? Witnesses are usually there to corroborate actual evidence. Like, that's why you have a witness. A witness is there to corroborate evidence. Witnesses aren't just there to be there. Witnesses aren't there. I'm just telling you the truth. You gotta believe, man. No, witnesses are there to corroborate evidence. You understand?
I ain't been out there.
That's why witnesses are there.
Yeah, I did go out there.
So they have evidence, and they have two corroborating
that way.
Witnesses.
I'll grab one.
So what are the corroborating witnesses going to be talking about?
Corroborating witnesses are going to be talking about.
Also, remember, Tax's attorneys aren't supposed to be coming with a theory. Tax's attorneys are only supposed to be shooting at whatever the prosecution is saying.
Bro, but they got video evidence that they've all got to fucking fight against. So I don't know what you're talking about, Jeff.
Most people end up getting caught up in going to prison.
When you go to prison and jail, it ain't about what you talked about before the fucking
a narrative, and they're not spending enough time on shooting down the prosecution's points. So that's what they're supposed to be doing, shooting down the prosecution's points. In reality, you should be asking me, what angle do I think the prosecution is going to come from?
He is an idiot.
Just so we can be clear. That's the difference between
you
going to prison
the man or you
and going
didn't.
home.
Or you have a reason to shoot the man or you don't. That video evidence is going to tell a lot, homeboy. And that's what you're up against. Stupid.
You're just trying to get me to say a thing.
You gotta be stupid. Trying to get you to say a thing. You've already said enough.
You gotta make Frost say a thing so later on we can say he didn't know what he was talking about. Is that what you're trying to do?
Later on, we've already said it. It's already been said over here, bud. We don't have to say it later. We're saying it now.
I don't even understand that question. Are they doing that for justice or to get time reduced? I don't even understand that question. How can I know what they're doing anything?
I got you, Pimp. That's a false.
Why are you asking me questions that there's no way I can know the answer to?
Yeah.
Why do you want me to assume? What the confusion?
Literally a minute ago said, I assume.
Why do you want me to assume?
Evidence.
Before I even answer, I'm not answering no questions of yours. Why do you want me to do all of this assuming?
Because I haven't seen it.
Like, before you ask questions like this, you're not giving no foundation on why you're asking the question. You're not having no actual conversation with me.
You're
just
losing
here
the
asking me
reasons why
questions
you
where
even
want
go
me to
with
assume
people.
that. Why you want me to assume?
I feel like I'm dumbing myself down. And I'm dumbing you guys down as well. But we find the fun in it. I'm glad of that, or I wouldn't even be on here anymore. I am glad of that, y'all. If he wasn't fun a little bit, I wouldn't even be on YouTube if this is all I had to do. Shit. If these motherfuckers think this is all I'm worried about, they got another fucking thing coming, sir.
So since I was at the courtroom, I can assume things that I can't possibly know the answer to?
Buddy, you weren't seeing anything great happen at that courtroom,
You
bro.
think that's intelligent?
You weren't. There's nothing going on right now there.
You think that that's what we're supposed to be doing?
I don't think you're going to do much at all. You're going to chicken out. That's what
I'm
believe.
not coming for you.
I believe
I'm
you're
just explaining.
Enough people are going to come up. You're going to get fucked up there is what you're going to do. You might get fucked up there, y'all.
That was crazy. Not you, some other thing.
Hurry up,
that in a minute, Sebastian.
You ain't talking about shit, man. What else can you say? They're picking jury, dude. There's a fucking video out. What can you possibly do? Who shot who? Why'd they shoot him? That's going to be the big thing. That's it. That's all. Who shot who? Why'd you shoot him? What's your angle, Jack? Oh, that's right. Taxstone wanted to suck his dick. That's what they're going to say. They're going to use all those good things.
You retracted all of your comments. Okay.
Pussy. 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 Pussy, pussy, pussy.
You just get married?
I never even thought about that. Okay.
Nah, I know you didn't mean no offense.
You were on the way of getting booted, buddy, and you knew it. That's why you said that.
I didn't take it that way.
Yeah,
I didn't take it that way at all.
You totally did.
People are going to tell you I took it that way, though. You're going to get a whole bunch of messages that I did something.
No, you won't. You won't get a message one. Ask everyone else that he's told that to. You don't get messages one from us. We literally try to keep
just
control away from our people.
Upset that I'm not assuming.
Shut up.
They're trying to get me to say stuff.
I try to get him to say stuff. You do say stuff.
Which is all right here.
Control
you could erase it off of there all you want, but your messages don't disappear from this side. So I could always put your messages up.
Like no, they disappear,
see?
Sir.
Your messages are still there. How long do you think the trial is going to last? I told you about 2.5 weeks. And then they said, what angle you think tax lawyers going to take? I think that tax lawyers should try to shoot down whatever the prosecution is saying, and they shouldn't actually be taking an angle. Boom. So I gave you an example. Tax's lawyers is basically going to say one of the things in which they're going to lean on is that the prosecutors is getting people to testify, and the only reason why those people are testifying is because they're going to receive a benefit, right? So I answered the question.
You just answered everything.
I answered the question. Now I just want to show you this person right here. Just like so, I answered the question. 2 questions I answered. The next question.
Why did you say Taxstone sucks dick? That's my next question.
Are they doing that for justice or to get time reduced? How can I know that? How can I possibly know that answer? Like, there's no way for me to know that answer. That's what you just. How can I know that?
Yeah, Jack, you're all the way down.
But apparently,
thought you had a good one here, didn't you?
At the jury,
I thought you were on to something.
Since I was at where it was, being a jury,
Not while we're here.
Just so we could be clear, they were just choosing the jury. So I'm supposed to know if the person is testifying to get justice or time reduced. I don't even know who the people are yet.
What the fuck we just made our point.
We're just, talking about the possibilities of who the people are. I don't even know who they are yet. How can I know if they want justice or time reduced? They corroborated evidence. They corroborated.
They're so good.
So then the person says, because you were there, we're not. How can I know this? You're asking me you asking me a question. There's no possible way I could know.
Watch this. Watch this right here. Same string. Same string.
Said there's only two genders. So he got arrested of confusion. Now let's get to the show.
No, hold on. We ain't getting nothing to show.
It's like when a person says, okay, perfect example. The person who's paying for Taxstone's attorneys, I believe, is Charlemagne, right? So I would assume that he has good lawyers. So I'm going to tell you about some of the stuff that I saw in the court.
Yeah.
This is probably going to take about 15-20 minutes.
Said you
and then we're going to move to Kanye. Shout out to King Ja. I hope you're doing well today, my brother. He says, Jack Frost. How you doing? I'm doing good over here, doing all of the things. Shout out to Brooklyn 456. Facts. All of the facts.
Facts.
If you at any point are enjoying the show,
absolutely,
you could always
absolutely
the super chat or the PayPal. I gotta say that because I'll forget. So let's get into this real quick. Now, the first thing I want to say is I show up into the courtroom and it looks like I saw Taxstone's people in there showing them support. I'm
making labels
because at the end of the
logos,
day, whatever happens,
flyers,
we always
brochures,
know that the people that love
you make all that shit over here, homie.
And being a person myself, having
make
family,
all that shit over here,
it's
homie.
always great to see when family is supporting someone, whether they're right or whether they're wrong. They still should love you. So Taxstone looks like he had his family in there supporting them. I want to applaud.
Yeah, you were just
now. With that being said, they only picked, I believe,
just calling him a dick sucker.
I'll get to all of that, Mr. Frank Reyes. Give me a moment.
James.
I'm gonna get to all of that. Hold on. So,
oh my God.
Just so we can be clear, they only chose, I believe, 8 to 9 jurors so far. This is the they went through a couple of jury polls. The defense has already did 10 of their 20 or 22 or 21 objections, kicking people off the panel. The prosecution has already 11 objections, so they still got a couple of objections left. They went and for a couple of more, they went through another jury poll.
Objections.
Objection,
Your Honor, I don't want her.
I don't want that one. Another jury poll for a couple of days next week, and then next week is when the actual case is supposed to start. We're going to be there when the case starts, just so we can be clear. It looks like
real close to that motherfucker until you say
they're both looking for similar type of individuals to be on the case. It looks like they're both looking for people who do not know anything about hip hop. It looks like they're both looking for people. There were a lot of teachers.
They're not looking for them,
by the way.
There
were a lot of teachers
for that, sir.
Shout out to Little B since 1983. Welcome to Frost Army, my brother. Glad to have you back. It looked like there were a lot of teachers.
All those are screaming.
Just so we can be clear.
Before you even see them,
So I found that interesting. There were 2 people that I saw today. I'm not going to say who. There was 2 people that I saw today that might be problematic.
Not going to happen.
But the thing is, I don't know what side they will be problematic for. But there was 2 people today that just looked like they would be problematic to me, but I don't know if I would have wasted a renege on them, kicking them off of the jury, because I don't know who they would be problematic for. I would prefer to use my get out of here cards to the people that I know would hurt my case. I would if I don't know whose case you would hurt, I wouldn't want to delve too far in that. I wouldn't want to get too far in that. So there was 2 people that was led on to today, and I think they went on for the most part that these guys are running out of their options to be able to kick people off. So so these 2 people just ended up skating past. That's one. 2, running out of I think both sides, like I said before, want someone that doesn't know much about rap and or hip hop, because if you're following rap and hip hop, there's a good chance that one of the things that you will have is already have a predisposed opinion. Now, shout out to Nick the Slick. So something was said. Also, Frank Reyes, shout out to you.
I'm not good at my job.
Something was said today.
He's not, is he?
And this is what I
Not at
mean
all.
by the attorney that the attorney that Taxstone has is actually a really good attorney.
Okay, so now we're back at this.
He's used them against each other. This person thinks since I was at the jury, since I was at when it was, you know, getting a jury, just so we could be clear, they were just choosing the jury.
But you knew so much
I'm
in the
supposed
beginning.
to know if the person is testifying to get justice or time reduced. I don't even know who the people are yet.
He moved the goalpost.
We're just
immediately,
you know, talking about the possibilities of who the people are. I don't even know who they are yet. How can I know if they want justice or time reduced? They corroborating evidence, they corroborating witnesses. So then the person says, because you were there, we are not. How can I know this? You're asking me questions. You asking me questions.
you
No
gave
possible way I can
so
know.
much info in the beginning, Jack. They thought maybe you knew what you were talking about, but yep, they figured it out. You don't.
Asked me.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Just so we can be clear. Are they doing for justice or time reduced? How could me following this trial before now or following this case before now give me any kind of understanding? I'm just asking. This is a real question. How could me already having followed this trial?
I can't do it no more with this guy. I'm over it. He's going to do this for fucking months, y'all. Months. He said that the trial is only going to last 2.5 weeks. I don't see that. I don't see that. If the trial goes on without any plea or anything like that done during, it's probably going to go on 1.5 months, 2 months probably. You got to think they're looking at the YSL a year, dude. A year. And they were saying that the jury picking was only going to take 3 months. They're still doing it, Jack. Guess what? You can keep getting them to come in and keep getting them to come in. If you're not putting the proper people in front of me, we do not have to go to trial, sir. It's just my guys got to sit in here. And now on this one here, here's where he's not going to fool us any. This is a state case. I don't know too much about Fed cases and Fed laws and all that, but I know quite a few state laws, especially Indiana. I know pretty much all of the shit. So he's not going to be able to play that trickery with these things. Not on these state cases, homie. But you're going to have to keep telling people down there at that courthouse why you said Taxstone wanted to suck his dick so bad. And how many times you said it is unreal, man. Like, I think I'm going to go through and find and just cut every time. And we're going to put it all together. And then we'll know how many times you actually said it. I bet the number's up there. I bet it is. Yep, I bet the number's up there. Yuck. Burning that weed up too much. Jack, you suck. We come on here to talk about something else about you, right? And you literally get on here and you immediately start lying to people. Like, we're back. We got a case that's here. We got one. Yeah. And then you start openly talking about the open case, like telling them that I think that he's the one that shot and all that. As a journalist, you're not supposed to do that. That's a commentator, bro. That's a gossiper. You're there to get the information to gossip then. You're not writing articles. You're not doing journalistic work. Probably could if you wanted, but I don't think your expertise goes that far. You wouldn't know where to begin to start a newsletter. You had that done for you. When those things were at the BBN, other people were doing them. Guess what? When they stopped, it's because those people were not there. Right or wrong? When those people were gone, those things stopped. That thing didn't keep going on because you didn't know how to, sir. Oh, you didn't have the time, did you? I beg to differ, dude. I'm really starting to like use my time wisely now. And I'm starting to create bigger and better things. Like I'm expanding the thing I'm doing. Like we're not large over here by no means. And the community is very, very small. A lot smaller than I thought it was. Really. Which is a little disheartening, but it's cool. It's all good. But it's going to grow because guess what? Me being a good person is not going to change. I'm not going to change for no reason. None. So that's cool. We're solid there. But what I can do is keep giving you guys something besides this dude that's of good quality. Let's put it that way. This guy comes up here and he swears he's a fucking court case guy. And you did one, bro. You did one. And look at the help you had. Shout out to that shit. You treated everybody after that helped you with like shit. You treated everybody like shit. And look where you're at now. You got 2 people you can count on over there, bro. 2. I'm hearing you were calling people up and borrowing money. I heard Willie was too. Like borrowing money, motherfucker. Like borrow what? You on these motherfuckers calling people's names and shit, dope fiends, and you bitches owe money? If that's not fucking dope fiendy, I don't know what is. Calling a motherfucker halfway across the world. Let me borrow money. I got this thing I need. My mommy don't have it. What the fuck? Fuck. And you still ain't paid this motherfucker back? And you going at him. That's probably why you had to call someone halfway across the world to do that for you, because you've already ripped your shit up all the way around you. No one wanted to give you anything around you. Got some fucking nerve, boy. Got some fucking nerve. And the only reason why this dickhead wants to keep coming at me is because he knows he sees the same people that were in his chat. He don't like it. So what? Get over it, dude. Move on. If you don't, I'm going to move on you. I don't care to go back and forth with you, Willie. Like, we could do that, but you can't lie. I don't have to lie on you, but you got to lie on me. And then you think it's a back and forth? Nah, man. I refuse. Now, if you want to tell the truth, I got no problem with it. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Because the truth don't bother me. Hell yeah, I was a fuck up in my younger years. Fucking A right I was. I was like, goddamn, I was a hog out here. I was, to believe it or not, as little as I am, to be out here and be a hog, it's pretty surprising. But I was, believe it or not. I don't care if you do or not. I'm not proud of that. I'm not up here bragging on that. That's something that I'm ashamed of. I missed a shot at a full ride scholarship to Purdue because I wanted to go home. I was homesick from doing time. But I could have just went right into Purdue. Dumb as fuck. Idiot. I've missed a lot of shit in my life. That's why I say don't let nothing pass you up that you want to do or you know that's going to better you. Don't let it pass you up, man. All we got is time. Time is something you chose to spend with us. Thank you for spending with me. We can't get this shit back. We wasted it on Frost now. That's the only thing he gets out of us now, though, ain't it? A little bit of time. But see, you don't appreciate your time. I appreciate it. I appreciate your chats, your comments, your time, all that shit. The shout outs from my mama, all that shit, bro. These dudes don't know what I'm going through, man. They wouldn't even make it through it. They would have already given up and off themselves. And that's the God's honest truth. Y'all have a beautiful evening, man. Fuck you, Frost. You can't do nothing better than us. Not nothing. Not no court cases, not no gossip, not no logos, not no nothing. You can't even gossip better than us, man.
So, man, so that's how they tricking y'all? By saying that I'm saying my solution is money while they're making sure that I don't have money, so my problem is literally money. So they're making sure that my problem is a lack of money while they're convincing people don't donate money because he's only...
I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway, but if I worship the devil, I could die soon and probably. I'm really considering doing it. I'm not even lying. I'm not gonna lie.
At the block with a sack and a Glock in the back full of rock with my skill on the seat. Clutching and look at my brother behind me, he up and he busting whoever he see. Niggas be rapping, but they never done it. They know how I'm coming, they know I'm a creep. Shoot till the stop when I
land on my feet, Mr. Lewis Gossett Jr.
You have a beautiful night, y'all. I'm gonna finish smoking my joint, and I'm gonna watch this idiot's rest of his life, and I'm crashing the fuck out. Long fucking day.
We can do this. We can do this. This it? We done?
That's it.
We done?
Yeah.
I'm not quitting my job because niggas fucking destroyed my platform. I'm not bad at my job.
Oh.
I'm not bad at my job. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not quitting my dreams because other people can.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway, but if I worship the devil, I could die soon and probably. I'm really considering doing it. I'm not even lying.
Help, you know, I'm a motherfucking money go getter with a real nigga feeling. I do this shit with ease, bitch. I'm fast life living. I can go in any hood. They love a little nigga, couple of them hate, but stay in they place cause they don't want it with me. See me looking good, beating hard, bumping in my city, riding with that sack in that strap.
I'm not gonna go get a job because you destroyed my platform. My platform is just fine. If y'all wasn't here harassing me, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. If y'all wasn't here trying to make everybody hate me, I wouldn't have a problem. You are trying to force me to.
Tough guy. I can't forget this guy.
I'm the lamest nigga out here.
Absolutely.
I'm the lamest nigga out here.
So, man, so that's how they tricking y'all? By saying that I'm saying my solution is money while they're making sure that I don't have money, so my problem is literally money. So they're making sure that my problem is a lack of money while they're convincing people don't donate money because he's only...
I spit it like a pot. It's real, my block pump pills, cocaine and bud. The fans in town, they and my souls got me no.
I'm getting tired of reminding you niggas. I probably spend my new check on a pin. Where the choppers, little nigga, I'm really